This time around, the Chargers did get a guy that I knew, Hakeem Mesidor of Miami. He's an absolute animal. He's a beast. He's 25 years old. He's unk. By the end of his contract, he's going to be 30 years old, which is ancient. If you know anything about me, that's ancient. He'll be 30 by the end of it. He's had injury issues. Whatever. I don't care. I wanted the Chargers to trade back and get picks next year. I don't know if anyone was going to be doing that, but, my favorite part about the draft is everyone's like, hey, I wish my team did this and traded that thing. I'm like, I don't even know if the thing that I wanted was even available, right? In my group chat, I was like, I think we should trade out of the first round this year and get a pick for the first round next year. And I'm like, that sounds pretty cool. I don't even know if that was a possibility. I didn't even know if that was even a thing. Let's go live on TikTok. We're live on TikTok. We're live on YouTube. We're live on Twitch. I wish I could go live on YouTube Shorts. YouTube Shorts has low-key been popping off, dude. If I ever forget to post stuff on YouTube, guys, remind me and just be like, hey, Vini, forgot to post on YouTube, brother. Are we offline? Huh? Am I tripping right now? I'm getting a call right now from my guy, JD. JD, what up, bro? How you doing, dog? JD.
Hello?
JD, you're on the phone. You're on the live, brother. All right, JD just got hung up on. Pharaoh's joining. Zeke is joining. Jason is joining. I currently on TikTok still have up my picks. Jen is in here as well. What up, Jen? Or the cat. Unbelievable job. 55 stream streak. You're unbelievable, dude. My Commanders drafted Sonny Styles. They did. Love it. Yeah, A.J. Brown is gone. Oh, crap. Okay. Oreo, I'm taking your call, but my mic was totally wrong. One sec, Oreo.
Hello?
Yeah, one sec, Oreo. He can't hear me. Oreo, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Bro, there we are. Oreo the cat. Commanders fan. Dog, what are we doing here, bro?
I was watching. We got Sunny Styles. I'm not complaining.
Yeah, you like your pick, Oreo? Can't really hear you that well. Where you at? Why are you so far from the phone?
Oh, I don't know why. That's weird. Here. Is that?
Yeah, it's better. Oreo, the draft is in Pittsburgh.
Yes.
That's your town. That's where you're from, dog.
Yeah, it was crazy earlier. There was traffic was backed up crazy. They did a bunch of urgent construction on a bunch of our roads. We had a bunch of
Yeah.
You
had a bunch of yinzers out there putting up some roadblocks and some barricades to get those people inside. It looks kind of lit, dude. Are you anywhere close to it?
I can hear it. Every pick, I heard the dun 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 dun.
Oh, you hear the pick is in chimes from your place?
Yes.
Dude, that is so awesome. Oreo, you are a Commanders fan, correct? You guys got Sonny Styles?
Yep.
Can't really complain about that. Him falling to 5 was quite the surprise. Oreo, I wasn't too locked in on the draft. I was more watching basketball. But for you, number one takeaway from the NFL draft, give it to me.
The Jets had a weirdly good draft.
The Jets had a good draft? Who did they get?
They got David Bailey at 2, Kenyon Sadiq at 16, and that I forget his name, but that one wide receiver from Indiana.
Oh, they just got Cooper. Cooper or something?
Yeah.
Quite a draft from the New York Jets. I don't have as many draft thoughts as I do basketball thoughts. I will have more stuff tomorrow during tomorrow's show, which is 1 to 4 p.m. Or the cat, you're going to be tuning in with us tomorrow, bro?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Awesome. We're going to talk to you then, or we're going to keep things rolling, get on with some basketball and some NBA or some NFL draft stuff. But you are the absolute man. Congrats on your streak, bro.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go, Oreo. Peace out, brother.
Peace.
Isaac Martinez is in here saying Nuggets ain't getting past the Timberwolves. Yeah, they don't look too good right now. It's 39-61. We're getting a call from my friend TC. TC, calling into the show. TC, what is up, brother? Good to hear from you, man. How are you doing, TC? Yo, TC. Yo. Your Eagles just got Mekhi Lemon, my guy from USC. He's an absolute dog.
Oh, I freaking loved it. I loved it. I'm sitting in a freaking hospital bed just loving it right now.
TC, I know you're going through it, brother. I'm so sorry. I've been praying for you. You know that. Would love to just get your mind off things and talk some ball.
I'm enjoying it because I get to watch the NFL draft.
Yeah.
and I feel no pain no more in my legs because it's no longer there. But
no pain in the leg.
I still have a smile on my face.
Yeah. TC, I'm watching this Minnesota and Denver game right now. There's a guy sitting courtside wearing flip-flops. Is that an absolute no in your book?
That's an absolute no. Unless you're rocking the Jesus Nazareth ones, then you're not wearing flip-flops, all right?
I love it. TC, I haven't been able to talk to you about this because we haven't heard from you in a bit. You're getting Mekhi Lemon, who you just drafted, but losing A.J. Brown. How are we feeling there?
Get away from the diva himself, because I'm sorry, he turned into a diva this year, and he turned into T.O. 2.0, and I know that Lemon is a dog, and I know he's not going to be like A.J. to where because if you look at all the games that A.J. Brown had to be force-fed the ball to A.J. Brown, they always were just like constantly losing those games because we were feeding A.J. Brown's ego.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it, but A.J. Brown, sorry, get your toxicity out of our locker room. Because the games that we did not have to freaking placate to his ego, the Eagles were so dominant.
Yeah.
And like, I don't want divas in my locker room. I'm sorry. Like, it's just like, I know it's not my locker room, but you know what I mean? It's like, it's my team, all right?
That's like, the city of Philadelphia owns that locker room. There are very few fan bases that truly run an organization, and Philly is one of them. One of my thoughts about them getting rid of AJ was they clearly are choosing Jalen Hurts over AJ Brown, which I think is the right move.
Yeah, because, like, I'm sorry, but, like, whenever you see when you see Jalen Hurts this year, when he's not having to force feed AJ, you're going to see a different side of Jalen Hurts this year. Because I'll give you this: Devontae Smith was not a Heisman Award-winning wide receiver for no reason. Okay, he was a Heisman Award-winning wide receiver.
Yeah,
he is going to have the best career year of his entire career as wide receiver one for the Philadelphia Eagles. Mark my words,
there it is.
He will be in the running for Offensive Player of the Year. That's how high I have Devontae Smith right now.
So TC, automatic, you're drafting him to your fantasy football team.
Oh yeah, like I'm totally drafting Devontae. And like as like maybe a flex option just in case like Devontae's hurt or whatever, I'll even freaking draft Lemon because Lemon is a dog in himself. Like I loved watching Lemon.
There we go, TC. I absolutely love it, brother. We're gonna keep things rolling because I got a bunch of calls in. But before you go, TC, do you have any thoughts on NBA basketball that's been happening? Do you have a team to win it all?
76ers, you know that. Come on now. You know I'm from Philly. Come on, bro. You know better than that. I got to go for Philly. But if my 76ers can't win it, I feel like the winning team of the playoffs this year is going to be a surprise for you.
Okay.
Denver Nuggets.
Denver Nuggets. TC, I absolutely love it. Brother, you know that we love you and have mad love for you. I appreciate all of the updates and stuff. Keeping your family in our prayers, of course, TC. But, brother, love you so much. Thanks for calling in, dude.
Love you too. Appreciate you guys.
Bye. Of course. Later, TC. Peace. My guy TC, that is a way back. We're going to open up the phone lines in 3 minutes. We're going to open up the phones in 3 minutes. Mojo Monroe said, I wanted the Bills to trade up and get Mekhi Lemon. He would have been nice. The Bills do have quite a few pass catchers that they did make moves for. They got DJ Moore in the building now. Sun follows 10K. What? I wanted the Bills to, yeah, you just kept saying the same thing over and over. Nick said Sixers and 6. JD is going to be leading off our phone calls at that 817 number. JD, you're going to be leading off. 303, whoever that is, that 303 number, you're going to be in the on deck. JD, you're up next. 303, you are going to be on deck for calls. Raptors won today. Michael Ballin, I know. I originally, before the playoffs started, had the Cavs sweeping 4-0. I was clearly wrong. The Cavs did not come out and play good basketball at all. Not a single player on the Cavs had 20 points in this one as they do fall to the Toronto Raptors, led by Brandon Ingram? No! He's still gone, dude. He's still MIA. And then that number 585, we're going to have you third. 585, you're in the hole. Scotty Barnes and RJ Barrett both could not miss in this game. It seemed like they made every shot. RJ had 33, 5, and 5. Scotty Barnes had 33, 5, and 11. They both had 33 points. Unbelievable. Guero said, how do I join calls? You just call into the show, bro. I've got a little bit of a list going right now of people who are signing up. 804, you'll be after 585. 804 area code, you'll be after 585. Kithgod said Cavs in 5. I'm thinking that too. I don't think they're going to drop another one, although I am kind of nervous about this team. The defense was terrible tonight. It's fun. Oh, Anthony Edwards is going to the locker room, guys. Whoa. What's wrong with Anthony Edwards?
Breaking news.
Anthony Edwards is going into the locker room right now with 8 minutes left in the third. It's a 70-47 lead for Minnesota. Foul on the floor on DiVincenzo. They're calling it offensive. Can the Nuggets? Wow. A 23-point deficit for the Nuggets, but Anthony Edwards go to the locker room. Can the Nuggets pull this thing out? Raptors are playing at home on Saturday. They are, Eric. They absolutely are. Can they win another game? I think so. I don't think they'll win one in Cleveland. Maybe. I don't know. I think the Raptors are cooked, in my opinion. It seems like they did everything they could to get one win, and they did it tonight. But they really did on the defensive end. He's probably mad. Everyone's sleeping on the 49ers. I haven't really tuned into much of the NFL draft because I was locked in on NBA basketball. But if you guys want to talk draft, brother, I can always talk ball. We're going to take that 817 number up first. I believe that's my friend JD. So JD, if you want to call into the show, you are up. After JD is that 303 area code, followed by the 585 area code, and then 804, you are going to be fourth up on our list. My brother JD, you are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's up, brother?
What is up?
Dude, the first round took 7,000 hours.
See, I'm a little annoyed with Jerry Jones.
You're annoyed with Jerry Jones?
Yeah. Because
love you too,
we
TC.
let one of the best wide receivers go to the Eagles.
Sure.
And we drafted an edge no one was even thinking of for our second pick.
Who did you get?
I love Caleb Downs.
Yeah, you got Caleb Downs, dude.
I love that draft. I love that pick. I think it's one of the best picks in the whole draft. But I don't even remember it's a no-name.
I mean, I thought it was a decent move.
We got Malachi Lawrence from UCF.
Have you watched the tape on Malachi Lawrence?
I mean, he was all Big 12, but Big 12 was horrible.
I'm just, with the NFL draft, we like to get mad, we like to get happy. We have no idea what these guys are going to turn out to be. He might end up being your favorite player in like 2 years, JD. What are the odds?
No, it's going to be Caleb Downs.
It's going to be Caleb Downs. They did make an awesome trade to get up to Caleb Downs. Were you surprised that they made a deal with Philly?
I was annoyed that we made a deal with Philly.
Yeah. There's got to be some more pride in Texas.
We're helping out our rival.
It's what it felt like to me, and they ended up getting Mekhi Lemon, who I'm very, very high on because I'm a USC Trojans fan, but, I mean, most people don't know how good that guy is.
He's like the third, I'd say he's the third best wide receiver in this draft class.
Yeah, he did go third. I think he's the best, personally, because I'm an absolute homer. Jay Sat said, like I said, keep chatting behind a screen or let's go B4B. I don't know what B4B means. JD, in other news... That's pretty much all. Oh, yeah, go.
What happened in the Hawks game? I didn't get to see it. I saw the last inning, but I was just too busy on the Cowboys and the Hawks were going on at the same time. So what happened?
I'm going to do a deep dive right now into that game in just a second. I have a bunch of notes on it. So I'm going to go through that, JD. Dog, the NFL draft just wrapped up. Ty Simpson to the Rams. What are your thoughts on that?
It's a little bit of a reach, but, he's around the best players he can be around. Puka.
Sure.
He's going to learn from a gunslinger of Matt Stafford.
Yeah.
So, I think he can be really good for the replacement, but I thought they could have waited until next year to get, Arch Manning or something like that.
Is this going to be Matt Stafford's last year as a Ram?
Maybe it could be. It's either this is the last year or he plays 2 more years.
2 more years. JD, you're the absolute man. Thanks for locking things down over in TikTok world and in Twitch land. Much love, brother. We'll talk soon.
Yes, sir. Talk to you later.
All right. Peace. Jay Sats, I'm so. He said not talking to you, boss man. Okay, let's go, dude. I thought Jay Sats was coming in with heat. I'm like, I thought that was my friend. I thought he was my homie. Nikola Jokic at the line. They're still down 22. This makes it 21. No return from Anthony Edwards so far, but it's okay because they have a man named DiVincenzo. They have DiVincenzo. Thunder won't lose a game round 1. Yeah, user 305. I kind of agree with you. I agree with you at this point. The Suns played a decent basketball game in the last one. The refs just had a different plan, dude. Oh my gosh. I felt so bad for Devin Booker and Jalen Green and Suns Nation. I don't know how strong Suns Nation is, but brother, you got a friend over here, TBWZ. I love you, Suns Nation. Sorry about that, how that went last night. That's not cool. Maybe that's why I have a headache. That's not cool. The refs took over that game. The refs absolutely took over. Wolves in 6, says Crescent. Does anybody want to talk about the game that we had tonight and the Hawks beating the New York Knicks? Because if you guys recall, about a week ago, I went live with these exact same predictions saying that the Hawks were going to win in 6. Fellas, I cannot tell you how inundated my comments and mentions were with New York Knicks fans calling me the biggest idiot this side of the Mississippi. There's no way we lose to the Hawks. In 6, New York in 4. Bing bong. Go New York, go New York, go. That team is not very good. They were down 18 at one point. They did make it a game. I thought the Hawks were going to do what New York did 2 nights ago and completely choke, but they do not have choke in their DNA. Take the refs out, put them on a street court. Do you really think the Suns have a chance? On a street court, I'll give Devin Booker and Jalen Green 1 in a 7-game series. I'll give them 1. Do you think if they played all 7, I think it'd be 6-1. That's a great way to... Dude, hey, user 305, you're nameless. I don't know who you are. This is a great way for us. Ant probably got to poop. That's probably what it is. He's probably pooping his pants. That's a great way to, look at this series, right? It could be a 4-0 sweep. Thunder, and I would not be surprised. But if they played all 7 games, I think the Suns would win 1. So I think that series would go 6-1 if they played all 7. It's just when are the Suns going to get that 1? You know? Does that make any sense? Braden Felina has Portland in 5. Braden, what up, dog? 817 is Dunzo. 303 if you're still around. 303 is up next on the phone lines, followed by my friend with the 585 area code. Braden Felina with the follow. Dude, quick comment, quick report from Zeke, from Vini, from Zach Vooge, and Braden's like, yeah, I follow. Cavs lost, though. Mace, right above my head, brother. Read it. Read it out loud. Say it 3 times fast. There's that 303 number. So we're getting this guy calling in. Then I have the 585 area code followed by the 804 area code is after that. If you guys want to be after the 804, please drop your area code in the chat. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. Please mute the stream behind you and let the people know your name and where you're calling from.
Hi, my name is Bodie, and I'm from Denver, Colorado.
Bodie from Colorado? Dude, is it cold right now, or is it nice warm, almost summer feel in Colorado, Bodie?
Oh, it's nice. It's 80 degrees out.
Dude, that's nice. It's a good night for basketball, dude. What's up with your Nuggets, though?
I'm watching it, and I don't know, bro. It's bad. I just can't watch it.
Do you think it's maybe a combination? Do you think it's maybe a combination of Gobert and Julius Randle playing really good defense on Nikola Jokic and him not being able to facilitate the rock like he usually does?
Yeah. Also, I feel like they just can't shoot the ball like they used to, I feel like.
Do you think it's because they're missing Michael Porter Jr.?
No.
Oh, you're not an MPJ guy.
I mean, I'm not a Cam Johnson fan either.
Okay.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like we kind of won the trade at this point, but
it's a pretty evenly matched trade, to be honest with you, Bodie, calling in from Colorado. My absolute friend, my legend. We could go on and on about this game. Once the fat lady sings, we'll talk about it because I think it's a 17-point game right now. It was 24, so they are making a bit of a comeback. But, Bodie, your Avalanche are live. Your Rockies are not playing that bad. The NFL draft happened. I think the Broncos are going into this NFL season as the best team in football.
Yeah. Gonna win one this year.
Yeah, Bodie, before you go, brother, do you mind answering a couple questions about yourself? You seem like an interesting dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you go to school or do you work right now? What's your life like?
Oh, I'm going into 9th grade next year.
You're going to go into 9th grade, so last year of middle school. Are you excited for high school?
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, is it just to be around some older kids, to be young again? Is it a cool school? Are you playing sports?
I'm excited for football and basketball.
Do you play football?
Yeah, I do.
Do you hit hard?
Yeah, I do.
Bodie, that is all you need to do. I'm telling you, just go out on the football field and start cracking heads, brother. Bodie, thanks for following the show. Thanks for calling in, dog. I'm live every single night after postseason games, so keep calling in and keep watching, dog. We'll talk soon.
Yeah, have a great night.
You too. Peace. That's my guy, Bodie from Colorado, new friend of the show. If you want to be a friend of the show, just say, hey, Vini, it's me. My name's Zach, by the way. Hi, I'm Zach. Chris, what up? My guy, Chris. All right, my Knicks lost. Playoff hopes. Missed the old Knicks. Do you know when Wemby is back? Mace, I do not know when Wemby is back, but I saw he was upright on his feet, being way too tall again at practice for the Spurs. So I think he's starting to kind of ramp up a little bit. The concussion is just such like an hour-to-hour thing. It's really hard to say. I bet he'll be questionable for the next 5 games, but I think he'll play in most of them. Ali said the Raptors won. Yes, they did. That's crazy. They say he might not be back until Game 5, said Jay Sats. Maybe that's better information. User said, no, I still think we take them all because the 3 throws out of the Thunder still win. True. You think it'd be 7-0 straight up. We got another Thunder fan in here, JD. We should just make the entire draft completely random. Oreo, I kind of like that idea. Just randomize the entire draft. Put all the names in a bucket and just, hey, here's who you get. Honestly, that'd be so much more fun. Oreo, wait, did I have that take earlier? What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. Please mute the stream in the background. Keep it clean and let the people know your name and where you're calling from.
Yo, it's Mog.
My guy, Mog. Mog from New York City. Dog, how you doing tonight, bro?
I'm doing great. As long as the Knicks lose, I'm doing great.
Mog, famous Knicks hater. Famous Knicks hater, Mog. Were you more locked in on the basketball or the NBA draft tonight?
I was more locked in on basketball. I'm not really an NFL person for real. I mean, I got my team on the NFL, but I wasn't focused on the draft because the Ravens not having a good offseason right now.
Yeah, it's been a little bit of an interesting one over there. You're a Ravens fan, Mog. Wraith is in here saying Lakers. Wraith is in here saying Lakers go up 3-0 tomorrow. Mog, Lakers going up 3-0?
I think they're gonna be smart, just like you said. I think they're gonna do. I think I got hope in my team, and I think they probably just gonna win the series. But I think that if they're smart, because I like the way JJ graded, it's like head coaching. So if they take it to Game 7, I think that they could do better.
Yeah.
Like if they take it to Game 7, maybe all their stars could come back.
I feel you, man. Really, Austin Reeves is questionable for Game 3. Yeah, but hit it, Mog.
What I really want to talk to you about is how do you feel about Josh Hart playing for 40 minutes and dropping straight cardio? 1 out of 9, bro. He dropped 2 points, man.
Yeah, Josh Hart. He was running around just getting cardio. The crazy part, Mog, he was a +3 on the plus-minus differential tonight. So he played 40, he only had 2 points. He was 1 for 9 from the field, but still was positive in the game. He played really good defense. I will give him that. And he had 9 boards and 6 assists, so he was contributing. Dude, Josh Hart had 2 points. Mikal Bridges had 0 points in this game, bro.
I'm not surprised, bro. It's a Nets player. I'm not surprised, bro. But once you come back from the Nets, you're never the same, bro. I'm sorry.
It's just like you go to Brooklyn just to die, and you just never come back.
Yes, literally.
Dude, we're making our guy Chris absolutely sick in the chat. Louis said Wolves in 5. John said Raps in 6. You're crazy. I have this Nuggets and Timberwolves game as quite the shocking result for me, as the Timberwolves are up 20 in this game.
Never doubted my Timberwolves, bro. I got these ones.
Yeah, we got that Nas Reed effect. Bro, unbelievable stuff. Mog, anything else for the people on your way out?
Yo, tell that boy in the comments, stop arguing with me about promo codes, bro. You a grown man. You following 10K people and you arguing about promo codes. And you a Cowboys fan. Your team hasn't won since 300 BC, bro.
Mog, you're one of my new favorite listeners to the show, dude.
The Cowboys are so booty. How does your team flick every first-round playoff game? Like, that makes no sense.
Mog, you're the absolute man, bro. Thanks for hopping in. We'll see you in the chat, dog.
All right, bet. See you.
All right, peace. That's that 585. Unbelievable Mace with the follow. Thank you, Mace. Ant-Man, Batman, Superman, Wolves in 5, said Garrett Haney. Garrett Haney jumping in here on the Wolves train. They're up big in 21 points over the Nuggets. We still don't have any Ant-Man back in this game, though? Is Anthony Edwards still out in the locker room? Can someone hop on X, on Elon Musk's X, and let us know what's going on with Anthony Edwards? If anyone does want to update us on the show, that'd be awesome. I'm still waiting for that 804 number. If I don't get that, then I'm going to take this one. That's the 830 number. My friend. Nah, he's on the bench. Okay, Andrew, good. He's got 5 fouls. Garrett, thank you. More, Ant is back. He's on the bench. You guys are the best. Dude, I ask a question. You guys are like, I got you, bro. What is up, dog? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, what's up? It's Jay Sat. I'm from San Antonio, Texas.
Yeah, Jace. Oh, that's what it's J San Antonio, Texas. J Sat.
Yeah, that's what it means. Yeah.
Okay, Jay, I totally get it now, bro. First time calling in, or have you called in before?
I've called in before. We talked about how Wembanyama was the GOAT the first time, and the second time we talked about how the Cowboys were going to have a good draft this year.
And they did.
And they did. I mean, picking up Caleb Downs as our first pick was a great pick. I'm surprised to see that Jerry Jones is listening to the fans in the
What up, Spaghetti? Staff. Jerry Jones is listening. Spaghetti is in the Twitch chat. PV's in the Twitch chat. What up, guys? Good to see you guys. I had JD Walker, who was our first caller of the day. He's our resident Texan. He did not like the draft from the Cowboys at all. He didn't like the second pick. He loved Caleb Downs, but he did not like the second pick.
I didn't like the second pick either. I think it was a waste of a pick. I also don't like that we traded with Philly.
Yeah, dude, that's your enemy, and you made a deal with the devil.
Yeah, like, why trade with Philly? You know, we're just giving them what they want. But I actually do have something to ask you, Zach.
Hit me.
What is your personal opinion on Ruben Bain Jr. not going in the top 10?
I think everyone just got afraid of the small arms thing. Because do you remember who else had small arms coming out of the draft last year was Will Campbell, who got drafted by the Patriots and then got absolutely exposed in the Super Bowl. So I think teams are just afraid of the small arm thing. I think it was a mistake, dude. I think he's going to be an absolute beast. That guy just lives, eats, and breathes football. That's all he cares about.
What I'm saying, man. I feel like he's going to be the next. Mark my words, but I feel like he's going to be the next Micah Parsons.
There it is, bro. Hot take of the night so far from JSATX. Bro, Ruben Bain, dude, remember like when the combine happened, he didn't get a haircut, and Rich Eisen was like, why didn't you get a haircut? And he's like, because I don't care about anything except for football. I'm like, dude, that's the best guy in the draft.
That's the mentality you have to have now. Like, I kind of understand where he's coming from because you got pretty boys like Travis Hunter showing up to the draft talking about like, my wife this, my baby that, I'm famous
my pink
this,
suit.
I'm famous that.
Yeah.
You know?
And Ruben Bain just wants to go out there and play football, dog. Jay Sat, before we keep rolling here, thoughts on Matt Stafford? Is this his last season? Is this the Matt Stafford farewell tour now that they drafted Ty Simpson?
See, all the Rams fans in the world want me to say right now that Matt Stafford's going to get him a farewell ring, but we all know they're going to miss playoffs this year. It's just the Rams' way.
Wow, we got the Rams missing the playoffs, and Ruben Bain is the next Micah Parsons. Jay Sat, unbelievable hot takes, bro. Don't let us forget when you're right.
I'm hoping all right. Look, I love Matthew Stafford. I loved him more when he was on the Lions than when he was on the Rams. I think if Matt Stafford was on the Lions right now, he would have a three-peat with that team.
That would be unbelievable. They did, Jay Sat, you're the absolute man, bro. We're going to keep things rolling, okay?
Okay.
All right, dog. Peace.
Catch.
My guy Jay Sat, unbelievable. What did he say? He said if Matt Stafford was on the Lions, they would have won 3 in a row. I hear what he's saying. I think a lot of the talent that they have on that team was because they used all of the Rams picks to draft all that talent. But who am I but to deny? PV's like, yeah, but he played in the Super Bowl. Classic Pats fan. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name's Monroe, and I'm from Pennsylvania.
Monroe, I think we've talked to you before, correct, dog?
Yep.
Nice. Monroe calling in from PA, brother. The draft was in your backyard. Are you more Pittsburgh or Philly?
Philly, mostly. But I went down and saw it.
Oh, you went down and saw the draft. Was it big?
It was kind of underwhelming, I'm going to be honest.
Really? Is that just, are you hating on Pittsburgh right now? Or is that like for real?
I'm hating on Pittsburgh.
I love it. Monroe, you're calling into the show. You are an Eagles fan, correct?
Yes.
Dog, you got Mekhi Lemon. You made a deal with the Dallas Cowboys. What were you surprised you guys made a deal with those guys?
Yes. I thought we were going to go even farther and trade with the Cowboys and get Caleb Downs.
Oh, you were gonna be like, hey, we'll trade back and we'll take your pick that you took at 7.
Yeah, but I'm happy with Mekhi because now we got Devonta and Mekhi.
The tough part is Mekhi Lemon almost has to like replace A.J. Brown, which is really, really tough shoes to fill, or cleats to fill, if you will. What do you're okay with that?
I think Jalen Hurts is going to pop off this year.
There we go. Okay, now I'm hearing a little bit of a Philly fan, because before you called in, you were like a little timid. Philly fans are loud and rambunctious.
Jalen Hurts MVP.
There it is, dude. Monroe. Bro, you get this show, dog. Monroe, unbelievable stuff, dude. We're talking about them. We can talk about your 76ers as well. Any hope for you guys tomorrow night? Another home game against Boston.
No hope. We're cooked.
No hope. You guys are cooked. Monroe, unbelievable stuff, dog. Anything for the people on your way out?
Have a good night, bro.
And go Birds?
Go Birds.
There it is. Monroe, peace out, dog. See you soon. My guy Monroe calling into the show from PA. He actually had eyeballs on the draft. What other live show on the internet, sports radio show, had someone call into their show with eyeballs on the draft? Maybe most of them. Jokic just tried to Euro step in the lane and absolutely missed the bunny as DeSomu drives all the way down and gets fouled by Bruce Brown. It's 58-82. Math is really hard. Someone help me out. 24? Jeez, bro. 24-point lead for Minnesota at home. Curry said Lakers in 6. Kai with the follow. Thank you, Kai. Thank you so much. PV in the chat saying I wouldn't expect a Bolts fan to understand. A Bolts fan like me understands that we drafted Akeem Mesidor. What a transition. Good job. I'm so transitional. I'm so transitional. I'm taking I'm taking estrogen. I'm so transitional. That's going to get me in trouble. I got to stop getting in trouble on TikTok. Chargers took Akeem Mesidor, who is 25 years old. He is Unk. Hey, what the crap is that? Aaron Gordon, first of all, not in this game, not playing tonight. That is why they're losing. He's wearing a Denver Nuggets hat with an Arizona logo on it. Like Arizona, his school. What the crap is that? What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ widescreen radio. Please mute the stream in the background. Keep it clean and let the people know your name and where you're calling from.
What's up, bro? My name is Nigger.
That's what I thought. Customs made, probably. Jay Sat, I don't know if that was a custom-made hat. It probably had to be. There's no shot that the Denver Nuggets and the NBA are allowing a college team to, like, advertise on their own hats. It's a weird, like, investation. I'm just saying words right now, so, like, nothing gets picked up, if you know what I'm talking about. I know that we're okay, and I just have to keep talking right now to be able to, like, continue to roll through this whole thing, if that makes any sense at all. There it is. I think that's enough time. We've gotten through it. We've gotten through the bad times. We are now live. That's the worst thing in the world, bro. People are so annoying. It's okay. 83-60 in this game as DeSomu was at the line to make it 24 points in this lead. Before we keep rolling with anything, I would be remiss to not talk about this Atlanta and New York game. Down the stretch, brother, we had a very, very tight one in here, even though this was an 18-point game at one point. We had an 18-point game. Whoever that 360 number that's calling in will take your call in about 3 minutes. That 860 area code number, 860, we're going to take you in about 3 or 4 minutes. Got to head to bed. School tomorrow. Monroe, you're good, bro. Talk to you soon. See you, brother. Love the content. You are the man, dude. Same kids won't say that to a single colored man IRL, by the way. I wish they would. It'd be funnier than doing it to me, because then we'd see the kid get slapped. KD got another injury, questionable for game 3, ankle sprain. The Dawn, wait, is this serious? For real? Do we have breaking news from the Dawn right now? Should the Dawn be our official breaking newser? What are those people called? Reporters? Dude, Mike Vrabel had an interview today, or a press conference today. He is not going to be at day 3 of the draft for the aforementioned New England Patriots because he is seeking counseling because he cheated on his wife.com. I had one thought as a plane goes by my window and completely ruins the entire soundscape that I'm creating here. My one thought about the Mike Vrabel and Diana Rossini thing, and you might call me a dummy, you might call me soft, you might call me a little LA boy when I say this next one. You automatically know Diana Rossini in 2018, when this was a first kind of there's pictures of them all the way back to 2018 now. I guarantee you Diana Rossini did not walk up to Mike Vrabel and be like, hey, want me? Want me? You know, Mike Vrabel had the power in that relationship. She wanted something he had. I'm going back to 2018 and completely just guessing right here, but I assume this is how it went down. They were at a bar, and she's like, come on, tell me about the trade that you're going to make for blah, blah, blah. Are you going to get rid of A.J. Brown? Are you going to trade him to the Eagles? He's like, I'm not going to tell you. She's like, come on, tell me. He's like, are you going to trade for Tom Brady? He's like, I'm not going to tell you. She's like, come on, what do I have to do to get you to tell me? He's like, well, here's my room key. Okay. Sade! And she said, all right, let's go. And she did it, and she made the mistake. Mike Vrabel was married at the point, though. LOL, all the casino pictures coming out are so bad. They are all horrible. They are all not fun. But I do think, ultimately, it's sad that Diana Rossini is no longer with The Athletic and does not have a job and is labeled as this like horrible woman, bad mother, yada, yada, yada. When in reality, it was most likely Mike Vrabel that initiated the whole thing. And does he get to keep his job? Yeah, of course, dude. Of course he keeps his job. I do feel bad, though, for the entire situation. That is my one thought on about it. Yes, I'm soft. Yes, I'm a baby. Unk, what do you think about the Wolves? They look really good tonight, dude. I didn't expect... Tim Hardaway just hit a 3. It's now a 22-point game. I did not... Dude, yeah, that's that meme. It's a huge 3 from Tim Hardaway to cut it to 22. I didn't think Aaron Gordon was going to be missing a game in the playoffs, so that one's really, really tough. The team plays very different when Aaron Gordon is on the floor. I will say that about Minnesota and about Denver. Obviously not about Minnesota because Aaron Gordon is not on their team, dude. Did you know that? I said yesterday on the show the key to slowing down the Denver Nuggets is not allowing the big Serbian dude, the horse lover himself, Big Yoke, to get going in the passing game. Don't allow him to be a facilitator. He currently has 3 assists in this game. Hey, with or without Aaron Gordon on the side on the floor. Hey, 3 assists from Big Yoke, the big Serb, the horse lover that is not going to cut it. The Patriot way, baby. Gobert is strapped up tonight. He is. Raps did take game 3. Emmett Fisher, thank you for the follow. If anybody's over in YouTube world, shout out to you. I absolutely love you. If you can hit like on the stream, that lets me know that someone exists. Because when I do my numbers after the show, I'm like, I don't know if anyone was there. Nothing about the game, though. Nothing. Once Murray and Jokic start spamming the pick and roll, game is over. I don't even know if that's going to work because right now they have Jaden McDaniels guarding Murray and then Gobert is guarding or Anthony Edwards or Jaden McDaniels will be guarding Murray at the point. Dude, it's just you run the pick and roll like you're still running it against some elite defense in this one. Goat is in here. Can I call in? Yeah, Goat. What up, dog? Goat's over in the YouTube chat. I'm feeling your series prediction with Hawks. I think they can get it all done, said the Dawn. So the Dawn. Calling into the show, hanging out with us. This was a prediction that I made before round 1 started. So, I guess someone over here kind of knows a little bit of ball. The worst is when I go to hit my soundboard and it doesn't hit. But before we keep going with any of the show, I do want to talk about this Hawks win. The Hawks won tonight. Little like inside the stats right here for you. I found this one for you guys, weenies. I'm Zeke Veenie. You guys are Veenie's Weenies. That's just the name. I didn't name you guys. That's just what you guys chose. I promise. The first quarter, the Hawks outscored. Thank you for the follow, the Don. The Hawks outscored the Knicks 33-21 in the first quarter. It proved to be insurmountable for the Knickerbockers. Got to be careful with that one. Got to be real careful with that one. Ultimately, they won by 1. The New York Knicks won the second quarter, tied the third quarter, and won the fourth quarter by 7 points. They literally just got absolutely trampled in the first and proved to be the difference in the game. We're going to call right now from my homie live on the boots on the ground in Colorado. My guy Alex, what's up, bro?
I mean, it's ugly in Denver right now. I don't know.
Dude, it's ugly in Denver right now. You know how ugly it is? All the Nuggets fans are talking to me about how the Broncos are going to win the Super Bowl. I'm like, oh, we're already done with NBA.
Yeah, I think the vibe in Colorado right now isn't the best. I was just talking to some of my reporter friends, and right now the vibe isn't the best. We just talked about how the Michael Malone fiasco happened with Calvin Booth and them, and it was just crazy. Like, I think the decision is Josh Kroenke's going to regret firing Michael Malone. We think Malone's a better coach than David Adelman. I think he's a way better coach than David Adelman. Only thing Adelman I think is better than Malone at. Maybe a tad bit.
How much of this result tonight, Alex, is the fact that maybe Jokic is just getting locked down by Gobert, or is it more Aaron Gordon's not in the game, or is it more Adelman? Like, where are you at with the blame train?
The blame train is going to go, I think, to Adelman. And
Choo-choo!
I would say either Adelman and Gordon not on the court. But again, Gordon's been hurt. He's playing through an injury. In game 1, he was a little shaken up.
Game 2 he was, and I think that it is on Adelman. You should have not played him Game 2. And I don't know. It's just this Nuggets team, I don't know. This team's been through the ups and downs. I mean, we have one of the worst draft capitals in the NBA. We're in the cap penalty area. We're just stuck. We're stuck in cap penalty area. And we have a super max on Aaron Gordon, a super max on Jamal Murray, a super max on Nikola Jokic. Too many super maxes. We already got the super max of Michael Porter Jr. gone.
Yeah.
But I don't even know. Like, Cam Johnson hasn't done the most lately. So this team's just – it's crumbling apart. I mean, we don't even have a GM. Like, out of every team in the NBA, we have a co-sharing GM. And Ben Turns here from Minnesota, and also John Wallace from the Pistons. Those guys are sharing the GM role. That's just – I never heard of that before, and we were shocked about it. We're talking about that. When these guys seem like they get along, but they're shy. They're always a shy guy, and they're aggressive to get veterans. But I don't even think we can get veterans. I think we got to make trades, and it might be the end of the Nikola Jokic era.
Wait, no, come on, dude. We're going to lose this game. Denver's going to be down 1-2. Do you remember after game 1 when they looked really good and we were calling into the show and we're like, yeah, Denver looks really good, dude. I think we have a shot against San Antonio. And now we're trading the whole team, Alex.
Well, yeah, because, like, the way we look like right now, I think the Timberwolves might – I'm going to flip this. The Timberwolves might win this in 6 or 7 games. It depends if Aaron Gordon doesn't come back. The Timberwolves are winning this series. I'm sorry. It's just the way we're playing. The effort's down. The team is not cooking. And it's just I don't know what to do. Honestly, like if I was the GM, like Bob Myers, we should have hired him. Okay. You know, he said on a podcast about this Nuggets team. It's just the way – the reason why the Cronkies didn't want to hire him is because the issue was he was going to trade away some of the older guys. Like, if they didn't run it back this year, he was going to get rid of Jamal Murray. He was going to maybe try to look for a trade with Nikola Jokic. But I don't know. If we want to rebuild this draft capital like OKC, we might have to do it. It might be that.
We are – dude, this is crazy. It's a 20-point game right now. We're on the verge of trading away Jamal Murray or Nikola Jokic. Alex, I have to say something. It's a 20-point game. The fourth quarter just started. If Denver does make a comeback and win the game, you're never allowed to talk about the Nuggets ever again. Deal?
That's a deal, but I don't think that's going to happen. The Nuggets have never done that before. They've done it when it's the start of the second half, okay? I don't think the comeback's going to happen. But, I mean, we can talk about your Chargers. They drafted like a boomer.
Okay, all right. We're not supposed to be mean to Vini tonight. We're not supposed to flip things back around on me. But yeah, we did draft a boomer. Alex, you got 1 minute left on the call before you go. Number one thought from the NFL draft tonight, brother.
I mean, I would say I haven't seen much of the draft because I've been doing a lot of videoing. But you know what? I was surprised that the Chiefs traded up to 6 to draft a cornerback. That was my thought. I feel like they could have stayed at 9. And then also, Mendoza doesn't surprise me, but I feel bad for him a tad bit going to the Raiders. Just because, you know, they got Kirk Cousins. And, you know, Kirk Cousins is probably going to start. That's why I feel bad for Mendoza. I feel like Mendoza deserves that playing time. I don't know why they signed Kirk Cousins, but, you know, the Raiders do some crazy stuff, you know, a lot of crazy things. You know, the Broncos are sitting back for day 2. You know, I just get to sit back.
Waiting in the water. Waiting in the water like a real shark does. You guys already got Jalen Waddle. Your offseason is set. Alex. Absolutely love you calling into the show, dog. Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll be live again tomorrow from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific, and then at night after the games. Dog, we'll talk to you soon.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And go Avalanche, man. They're killing it against the Kings.
Go Avs, bro. Alex, you're the man. We'll talk soon. Peace. Chopbot, the Raptors dominated tonight. Yeah, they looked really good. Austin hits with the follow. Fellas, I might have a clip for you guys that I'm going to cook up right now. So if some of you have joined in from like a TikTok that you've seen or a YouTube short or a Instagram video, I'm about to cook one of those up right now. I think it's going to be a spicy one. You guys are getting a front row seat to a viral clip. I don't know the last time the only quarterbacks taken in the first round where neither of them were going to start for their team. First round quarterbacks in the draft this year, Fernando Mendoza and Ty Simpson. The Raiders have Kirk Cousins. Fernando's not starting for the Raiders. Number 1 overall pick not starting. That's crazy. Ty Simpson drafted at 13 to the Rams. He's not starting this year. You had only 2 quarterbacks taken in round 1, and neither of them are going to start. I don't know about you, bro, but if I'm an NFL franchise, whoever I draft in the first round is starting on my team the next year no matter what. I'm not taking a quarterback unless I want him to be my starting guy. It's not like I feel bad for either guy. I kind of feel worse for like the Stafford and the Cousins of the world here. Like the veteran right there who has to be like the entire season. They're like, oh, this guy's behind me. Kirk will hear it a lot more than Matt Stafford, obviously. It just feels wild to me that we had only 2 quarterbacks taken and neither of them are going to be starters. Fernando is 100% starting. Maybe at some point, Jackson. Maybe at some point. Why would you go out and get Kirk Cousins if you plan on starting Fernando Mendoza? Kirk Cousins wasn't free either. That cost money. That is an asset the Raiders are paying. The crowd is going to want Mendoza. That's Austin. That's the worst part, dude, is the crowd is instantly going to be calling for Mendoza, and Kirk Cousins is just going to be Kirko Chains over there in Las Vegas, hitting the slots. Nothing's pulling up green for Kirko Banks. My brother Trey from Virginia is on the phone right now. Trey, what is up, dog?
What is up, bro?
Bro, we got NFL draft going tonight. We got NBA. The Nuggets are getting absolutely hammered right now. Where do you want to begin?
Well, I watched the whole draft, so.
Wow. Okay. We have a guy who sat for 3.5 hours and watched all of the names get picked. Do you have a funniest moment from the draft before we get into like your takes on the actual sports?
Oh, the funniest moment? Zero question, the Ty Simpson pick. I was laughing for 10 minutes.
At the Rams or like at all the analysis?
Oh, at the Rams. That's one of the stupidest picks I've ever seen in my life.
Whoa, like, you don't believe in Ty?
Oh, no, it's worse than that. So you're sitting there with a quarterback who's the MVP of the league, and you're about ready to try to go on a Super Bowl run next year. You already got close the year prior. You lose to the Super Bowl champion. It's rough, but you've got Mekhi Lemon on the board, who's an amazing receiver, would pair perfectly as a slot, and you already have Devontae and Puka, by far would be the best receiving core in the league. So, of course, the Rams decide to draft Ty Simpson, who has, like 12 starts?
Yeah, at Alabama, 12 starts this year. He also lost to the 2-10 Florida State.
Ty Simpson, not only is he a bum and a project quarterback at best, but you have a quarterback who you have the ability to surround with a weapon who had 1,100 yards and like 27 forced missed tackles to put at your slot. And then you take Ty Simpson? What? Okay, if you want a quarterback for the future, which I get because Stafford is old, wait until next year where there's a loaded quarterback class. Why would you feel the need to pick? And Ty Simpson at 13 is crazy. That's a heck of a reach.
Did they trade up to get him at 13 too?
I think they did. And it's like, bro, what's even the point? What's the point? What is the point? You don't need him. Like, oh my gosh.
Trey, they failed to mention they also have Stetson Bennett that they could be starting.
Great. The quarterback battle of Stetson Bennett and Ty Simpson for who gets to ride the bench longer. Like, useless.
Both guys sat for the first 3 years at their college because they weren't very good, and then
you know what's insane to me is that Alabama has 4 quarterbacks picked in the 2020s in the first round, which is the most of any team in college football, and all of them are mid.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. The Commanders at 5 got Sonny Styles. That's your team, right? How do you feel about the Sonny trade? Because that was not very expected at 5.
All right, at 7, bro.
7, my bad.
Yeah, very happy. I know that a lot of people wanted us to pick Caleb Downs. I was one of them. I wanted Caleb Downs. Not mad at Sonny Styles, though. That guy is an absolute athletic freak. Like, he has insane measurables across the board. On the RAS test, like the combine athlete test, he scored a 10 out of 10. He's like the highest scoring linebacker ever on that test.
Is that the like smart test? Is that like the how smart?
No, that's the Wonderlic. This is like pure intangible. So like speed, jumping, like strength, that kind of stuff. He's just a pure athletic freak, and I'm cool with that. I think it'll be really nice. And now we have a linebacker room with him. You've got Louvu in there. We just traded for Leo Chenal, so that's great. Like, you've got a really good linebacker room there.
Building something for sure. The problem last year was no one could stay healthy, and I don't think that usually happens 2 years in a row. So unless you're the 49ers. So hopefully you guys stay healthy. The Knicks went down to the Atlanta Hawks. Is that series over?
I mean, I that series is just so weird. Like,
isn't it awesome though?
I mean, yeah, because well, in a way, it just kind of shows like what a lot of people have been saying, because I've been saying this for a while. I think a lot of people have too, that the Knicks are just frauds and they're not playoff winners. And this series is kind of just like a showcase of that. Like, I just find it hilarious that as soon as Trae Young leaves, they just all collectively decide to lock in, and CJ McCollum decides to play like he's 25.
That is true. Like, right when Trae Young left, they're like, oh, the bad man is gone. And they got picks for Trae Young coming up, too. So I'm high on the Hawks for the next couple of years. Trey, before you go, brother, any other news that you wanted to drop from the NFL draft or fun moments? Anthony Edwards is heading back to the locker room again.
Yeah, so the first thing I wanted to say is that I feel so bad for Lamar because, again, Mekhi Lemon is on the board, but the Ravens, as per usual, refuse to draft him a receiver, so they get him a guard instead. I don't know why the Ravens hate Lamar. I don't know if it's like a personal beef or what it is, but they just won't get him any help. Yeah. And then the other thing is I'm just really sad because now in the NFC East, I'm going to have to play against Arvell Reese, Francis Maligoa, Caleb Downs, Mekhi Lemon. I can't believe Mekhi Lemon dropped to the Eagles at 20. I don't know how Howie Roseman every single year gets some goated player. Like last year he did it with Jahad Campbell. I don't know how he does it.
He's unbelievable. The Eagles are probably the best organization in the NFL. Dude, this is like, for me, when the draft happens, I start to think about football, and I'm so fired up for it. Trey, let people know your TikTok so they can drop a follow real quick.
Appreciate it, bro. So I'm Retrospect on TikTok. You'll see me in the chat, but I'm also on a podcast called the We Don't Know Ball podcast. Me and my friends Justin and Jules, we talk football and basketball every week, and you're probably going to hear me crash out on our next football pod where I talk about how the NFC East is just absolutely goated now, and I'm going to cry for the next 2 hours.
There we go. At least he'll get some good night's sleep with those tears bringing him straight to bed. Trey, you're the man. We'll talk soon.
Appreciate you, bro. Have a good one.
All right, peace. Big Hunt said just the Knicks and the rest of the East got way better over the last few years, and Hawks wasn't trying to build with Trae Young anymore. It's true. I think the East got a lot better over the past couple of years, and there's evidence of it that we're seeing tonight on the floor. As the Hawks, a 6 seed, looks very, very good. Orlando's an 8 seed? That's the best 8 seed I've ever seen in my life. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Yo, this is Alec from Minnesota, Crody.
Alec from Minnesota, my guy. How are you doing, bro?
Bro, I'm doing pretty good. I wanted to know, man, what are your thoughts on the Jets passing up on Arvell Reese, man?
Bro, I don't know. Anytime the Jets do anything, I'm just like, I don't think that that's a good idea. I just don't think that whatever the Jets do, if someone's like, hey, the Jets made a move, I'm like, yeah, that's probably a bad move. I don't know why anyone would want to. I'm filibustering as I block this fella. Consider yourself blocked. Manage suspicious user. How do I block somebody on? Oh, there we go. Block. And report. Report hateful conduct. Slurs. Yes. There we go. Slurs or symbols. Yes. Next. Said the N-word on my show. Submit. Boom. You just got blocked. Block this user. Block. Hey. That guy just got blocked. Unbelievable. Yes, he did, Austin. Hot take, Rams should start Stetson Bennett next year once Matt Stafford retires. Hey, Jackson O'Mara just hit us with a follow, too. Congrats on getting the take of the day. Rest in peace, my granny. She got hit by a bazooka. This game that's happening right now, I don't know what's going on with my brain right now. I keep looking over and thinking that it's a closer game. It is still a 20-point game. How much time left? 6:37 left in the fourth quarter. It is a 79-96. Oh, I'm sorry. It's a 17-point game. Hey, brother. If Minnesota ends up losing this game, what are we going to do? What do all these losers do this to you? They think it's funny. What they do is they have all of their friends hop on live and be like, yo, look at this dude. I'm going to say the N-word on his show. And then they say it. And then their friends are like, that was funny. I don't know. I guess. Suns aren't winning a game, buddy. Thank you for the buddy on the end of it. That makes me feel a lot better about myself. Austin. I was listening in my car in front of the judge in court. Big Hunt. Oh, he's going straight to jail. Good. Thoughts on Cane's chicken? Raising Cane's? Fried chicken? If the sauce wasn't as good, I don't think the chicken would be as good, personally. I think the sauce really carries that one. If we were just doing a chicken test taste, hey, crazy. I think KFC probably has the best fried chicken in terms of a fast food restaurant. Sorry. Oh my gosh, I said the wrong. It's Popeyes, bro. Someone's like, hey, do you like Cane's or Chick-fil-A more? It's Popeyes. It's always been Popeyes. It'll always be Popeyes. Chicken not seasoned and soggy, the sauce, though. The seasoning for Cane's is pickles. It's all pickle brine. Same with Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A, the chicken looks a little bit green. Did you guys know that? Do you want to know why the breading is kind of like mushy with Chick-fil-A? It's because it's all pickle brined. That's like what they do. That is what they do. That is who they are. They're dope as PR. They're dope as PR. Does anybody here watch Tim and Eric's awesome show? Great job. Any NBA playoff series predictions that you want to change now? No, Jackson, I'm a man of my word. I don't change my predictions. I leave them as they are so people know what I got right and what I got wrong throughout. It's an integrity play for me, Jackson. If I were to redo them right now, I would still probably think the Cavs are going to sweep if I had to redo things. Sorry. If I were to reset this all right now, thinking about my picks as I have them right now, I'm with Pat from Boise. Himmy Not Jimmy's with Pat from Boise. Let's go. That is awesome. That is what I'm talking about. Shine a light on that boy's head. Shiny ad dome. Tallest back head in the world. Bro, the back of his head nearly hits the ceiling, and he's talking to you eye level. It's crazy. Bro's basically wearing a dunce hat on the top of his head. Bro, pointy. Guy looks like the thumbs from Spy Kids 3D with Steve Buscemi. Still Nuggets in 6, you thinking? Hollow had? Probably not. At this point, they're going to lose this game. Do I think they're going to win the next 3 and take the series in 6? I don't think so. I think the Nuggets have real issues right now with Gobert and Randall. With Rudy Randall. With Julius Gobert. Went over his head earlier. Big Hunt said, Frick Sports, let's debate politics. No, I don't do any politics. Politics are lame. Politics are for people who don't love ball. The worst mix of guys is the guy who loves ball, craft IPAs, and politics. And like, hey, want to have a beer with me? Absolutely not. No, dude. That sounds horrible. Sounds awful.com. Rockets in 7, said K-Kaz. Yeah. I do think the Rockets take the next 2 in this series, personally. That is my thought. As a guy who watches the Lakers a lot, it just seems like we drop the next 2. Jamal Murray does get into the paint and get 2. It's still 17 with 6 minutes left. Anthony Edwards is still not in the game. Anthony Edwards has now gone to the locker room 2 times. He's now gone twice. It's DeSomu and Randall, Gobert, DiVincenzo, and then I think that's McDaniels on the outside over there. I don't drink, Big Hunt. The worst part about not drinking is being around other people who do drink, and they're like grabbing your shirt and talking so close into my ear. Brother, I can smell your breath. Get away from me. Have they said what happened to Ant? Jackson, I do not have the sound on my TV. I need one of you guys to clue me in on what's happening with Anthony Edwards, because if I don't find out soon, I'm gonna go full Joker and put on a little white dress and like a red wig and like do my makeup all pretty and pretend to be a nurse and like go to a hospital with a bunch of C4 and I'm gonna blow up a hospital. Just kidding. Wolves in 5, said ISO God. Really? In 5? That'd be pretty cool. That'd be good on Minnesota. The question is, after this series, both teams are so stoked that Victor Wembanyama hit his head as hard as he did. No one wants to get that rebound. Jokic finally gets the rebound out to Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray trying to push the pace. They do not have the numbers. Jamal Murray looks small getting guarded by Jaden McDaniels, who gets bigger every single time I see him. On the bike in the back, that's what he's doing, Tristan? Is he staying loose right now? How we drop the next 2? Matt Breezy, I don't know what you're talking about. All right. Every once in a while when TikTok Live is like, we've detected inactivity, you have to like slide a puzzle. You have to do like a CAPTCHA form. And it says unable to verify. Oh my gosh, if I get taken down because of this dumb CAPTCHA, I'm not able to do. The worst CAPTCHA is when they're like, hey, count all the wheels. And there's like 6 bikes and a train. Does the train have wheels? Question of the day. What do you think there's more of in the world? Doors or wheels? If anybody wants to call in and answer that question, that will be today's question of the day. The other question of the day is, do you think this is Matt Stafford's last season in the NFL? Because they just drafted his replacement. His name is Ty Simpson. If I was Matt Stafford, I would have been like this. All right. Okay, bro. We've never had a reigning MVP team draft a quarterback round 1 to replace them before. Aaron Gordon is wearing an Arizona Denver Nuggets hat. Can anybody explain to me why that's allowed? Rewatch that scene. It's actually goofy. The Joker scene in The Dark Knight? When he BO'd the hospital? When he BU'd the hospital? Hey, shout out to BU. As a Cavs fan and a 49ers fan, I'm pissed. What a wide range of fandom you have. Almost as weird as being a Cavs fan and a Saints fan. Almost as strange. Jokic is a hard watch, said Emma Lynn. What up, lady? McDaniels for 3, wet. Yeah, that's it. That'll do it. It's 84-101. It's a 25-point lead for Minnesota. They keep showing Aaron Gordon sitting on the sideline because he's not in the game. He's not playing. He's not playing. The reason Jokic is such a hard watch is because what Rudy Gobert and Julius Randle are doing to him. Jokic in this game, I got the box score pulled up right now on NBA.com. That's where I get my stats. He's got 27 points and 15 rebounds. That's a great game. The troubling part is he only has 3 assists. The best the Nuggets are is when Jokic has 12, 13, 14 assists. That's the Nuggets win the game when Jokic has 13 or 14 assists. He's not able to do that against this team. They're not letting him pass. They're willing to let him score. They're like, yeah, beat us scoring, out-rebound us. That's totally fine. The game plan for Minnesota is just not letting the big Serb pass the ball. And it's working. Bruh. Hot take, the Celtics start taking roids and win the finals. Speaking of steroids, one day when we cut open LeBron James, it's just all of his cells have been replaced by HGH and like Bang Energy. Like we're going to like test his blood and be like, what made LeBron so good? Like, oh, there was Celsius in his blood. He had actual Celsius in his blood. LeBron James' body on the metric system right now. The rest of y'all on Fahrenheit. LeBron's body, blood boils at 0 degrees. It freezes at 0? I don't know. At what temperatures does water boil at Celsius? Isn't it 100? 100 degrees Celsius when water boils? Surprised they haven't done that with Barry Bonds yet. Dude, we got to cut Barry Bonds open. Stat. I wish we could do like a live autopsies. If we could autopsy LeBron James right now and see what makes him pump. Dude, I actually had this take a while ago, and it's absolutely horrible to say out loud. This is like some Game of Thrones type stuff. This is like some like send your daughter off to Punjabi to like marry some weird Indian prince. I have Indian music. It's right here. It's also a scratch and sniff. You can smell it. It smells like curry powder. I'm just firing on all cylinders, bro. Toasted Gold. Do you talk NHL? Yeah, a little bit of NHL. I'm a little bit more locked in on NBA. Once the first round ends, I'll be able to lock in a little bit more on NHL. But crap, I was gonna say something, wasn't I? I had a funny take on the end of that. What was I talking about just now? LeBron. Oh, it's horrible to say. I think we should have, as a country, as America, we should have stood on business. Should have forced LeBron James and Serena Williams to procreate and create a child for us. Could you imagine what that child would have become? If we forced LeBron and Serena Williams to make one? Dude, they don't even have to do the deed. Put that baby in a Petri dish. Bake that thing in some random oven. I don't care. Bake that. He doesn't even need parents. It has to be a son, too. I'd be an elite daughter. If Serena Williams and LeBron procreated and created a daughter, it'd probably be the first woman to play men's professional sports. What is your best hot take on any sport? Chargers winning the Super Bowl. I don't know. My best hot take on any sport. Like, what's the one that people get mad at me the most for? I mean, it's kind of pertinent to like what's going on tonight. I think the NFL draft is stupid. Also, my way to combat tanking is this is so awesome. My way to combat tanking in the NBA is all 60 players that are going to get drafted, all of the names go into a big bowl, and all the teams just like pick names out of the bowl, and each team gets 2. And they're like, okay, I got my 2 guys. They don't know who they are. It'd be funny. Dude, that night would be electric. It'd be the biggest day in sports. Like, Twitter would lock up, dude. There would be genocide happening throughout America. If, like, for whatever reason, the Lakers if last year the Lakers pulled Cooper Flagg and VJ Edgecombe, oh, dude. People would have been so angry. It'd be awesome. There'd be mutiny. Denver looks sus right now. Yeah, they look horrible, bro. They look really bad. The worst part about Denver looking bad is it's like their defense has been bad all season. They have not had a good defense at all. They're giving up 103 with 4 minutes left. Like, that's kind of on par with how bad they've been defensively. The way they've combated that and the way they've won is they put up 130 points a game. This team averaged 135 points a game in the last 14 games in the NBA regular season. They're not even going to break 100 tonight. That's the worrying part for me. Is we knew the defense was sus. We knew the defense was not good. The clutch numbers are not great either. I'd call, but calling from Australia, there would definitely be charges. Yeah, I would call the cops on you. You'd be charged with being Australian. being too far south. He's over there, officer. Oh, come on, mate. I feel like getting arrested in Australia is just like a rite of passage. Like, oh, you got your mugshot now? Oh, you got your mugshot now? Oh, now you're a man. Now you're a real man. I don't know if, dude, for whatever reason, I just don't equate like driving and Australians. Like, I've never met an Australian who could drive. I know like 4 or 5 Australians. None of them have a car. Why is that? How? Huh? What? I know it's like, oh, it's hard to get a car from Australia, mate. I'm like, hey, you can buy one here. Yeah, cars are expensive. Yeah, you've moved to America. It's so far. How do you see family? I know there's one girl that goes to my church. She works at YouTube. She has a car. It's a nice one, too. But of the 6 Australians that I know, only one has a car. It's pretty crazy. I know 1,000 Mexicans, and all of them have a car. What am I doing there? What am I doing there? The number one race to not have vehicles is by far Australians. Did you change these predictions? No, I did not. These are predictions from round 1. I can't take this team anymore. I know, dude. The Nuggets look really, really bad tonight. They just have no answer. Alex from Colorado called in. He's big in the Denver Nuggets scene. He's big in the Colorado sports area in general. Toast today, dude. That is the number one comeback you could ever have. Is be like, yeah, we don't have to pay to go to the hospital. I was my friend David, who's from Hong Kong. I didn't say it like that. I'd always be like, Hong Kong sucks, dude. America rocks. And he's like, yeah, I broke my arm last year and it was free to go to the hospital. I was like, oh, that would have cost me $7,000. Yeah. Shout out to Australia. I almost went, but then I got in trouble with my boss and I got fired and I didn't get to go on the trip to Australia. It was very sad. 4-0. Who's laughing now? I don't know what you're talking about. Knicks or chokers? You're telling me you always had Hawks over Knicks in 6? Yes, I did, brother. Chris could back me up. There are a bunch of people. I don't even know your username. It's not saying. Jackson O'Mara has been absolutely Charlie, I did have the Knicks in 6 the entire time before the first round started. The first day I put these up, oh my gosh. We have 16 people in here right now on TikTok. I had 140 people in my live the first time I put these predictions up. People were roasting me alive, and they've all disappeared, except for Chris. Game 2 of each series, and y'all be acting like teams can't come back from a loss. JSAT. I think we have maybe some younger viewers and some younger people who like go on TikTok and see predictions. They're like, you're an idiot. The NBA, bro, these are professional teams. They're in the playoffs for a reason. They're all good. I was like, the only reason I picked the Raptors to get swept by the Cavs is because when I finished my predictions, I didn't have a sweep. And historically, there's always a sweep in the first round. I think I picked the wrong one. I think the sweep was Thunder and Suns. I was just being a little bit obnoxious there, not choosing the Thunder to be the one to sweep. But it's just kind of the result of professionals. Like, teams go out and win. And when they're on their home court, it's a little bit easier for them. Hey, so the Suns are getting swept, but overall pretty good. Thanks, Keegan. Yeah, because my Knicks are easy to figure out. Chris, the Knicks are the easiest one for me to figure out. I said this. And Charlie, who do I think wins it all? I personally, in my bracket that I made, I have the Cavs versus the Spurs in the finals, and I have the Cavs winning. I think if anybody's able to slow down Wemby out of the East, it's probably the guys who have 2 7-footers. I'm also seeing, especially in the Eastern Conference, I am not seeing any solid, good big man play, right? I think Mitchell Robinson should have been getting a lot more run in this game because the Raptors don't have a traditional big. Dude, Tony Bradley played in the last game. They benched him this game. He was a DNP tonight, and instead they had Mo Gay. Huh? They played a guy named Mo Gay. That's how down bad they were at the big position. The Celtics have Neemias Queta and Vooch. It's okay. But Andre Drummond and Bono were able to feast inside. I think there's a serious issue with the bigs happening right now. It's because Cleveland has both of them. They have 2 7-footers on the team. They have the 2 best bigs left in the East, and they're both on the same team. Now, if Embiid does come back, I do think the Sixers might make something happen because Embiid, big inside, will absolutely feast. Fall with the follow. Thank you, bro. And someone else followed in here. I missed it. Charlie, my guy. Jalen Duren needs to play better. Speaking of bigs, Steven, yeah, absolutely. I think Jalen Duren does need to step up. The game plan for Orlando has been just hammer Duren inside. So it's not as much like he's just disappearing. Like Brandon Ingram is just disappearing in this series. Jalen Duren is getting schemed out of this series a little bit more than he's just like underperforming. But yeah, I do hear you. Thank you for the follow, Steve. What is the Hawks ceiling this year? Said Jackson. Do you guys remember that Jack Harlow song? I mean, they'd either be playing Orlando or the Pistons, right? Did I have that correctly? They'd be playing Orlando or the Pistons? 1 to 3, 6. No, they'd be playing the Celtics, right? They're not going to get past the Celtics, if that's the case. I don't think they get past the Celtics, in my opinion. The crazy part about Atlanta is we're seeing this team make an absolute run. CJ McCollum is playing out of his mind. Jalen Johnson finally had a decent game tonight. Dyson Daniels seems to be everywhere. Jonathan Kuminga, amazing game off the bench, could barely miss a shot. This team has multiple first-round picks next year because of the deal they made with Trae Young. They also have a first-round pick named Zachary Richarchet that's been a DNP his entire run in the playoffs. Has not gotten a single minute in the playoffs. Number 1 overall pick, Zachary Richarchet on the bump. On the pine. Zach, you agree with me too. Chris, I don't even know what you said, but I agree. Give me Toronto over the Cavs low key. Jumpy top hat. I don't know about that. You needed RJ Barrett and Scotty Barnes to both put up 33, like 5 and 11 basically tonight to get that win. And the Cavs just shot a horrible game. I got it right here. They were, not a single Cavalier had 20 points in this game. They were 31% from 3. It was a horrible game for Cleveland. I thought the game plan from Toronto was good. The defense they played was really solid. But realistically, they just didn't miss a shot, bro. They shot like 60% from the field. They just did not miss. There was no shot they were losing that game. Sir, the Raptors won. Francis, these are these bro, these are predictions from before the first round started, but I appreciate you. I'm not surprised about the Rams pick, says Gliz. Gliz is the only person not surprised here. Gliz, why are you not surprised? Why are you not surprised about the Rams picking Ty Simpson at 13, trading up in the draft to go and get Ty Simpson? This is the same team that drafted Stetson Bennett in round 5 of last year's draft. So my take right here might sound a little bit mute or fall on deaf ears. But if I'm going to trust a quarterback, if I'm going to trust a coach to draft a quarterback, it's probably Sean McVay, right? I don't think Peter Schrager or Kyle Brandt or Mike Greenberg or Adam Schefter or Pat freaking McAfee know what they're talking about. If Dan Orlovsky and Louis Riddick knew what they were talking about, they would be coaching for a team, or they would be in a front office for an actual NFL team. I'm going to just trust Sean McVay, the guy who's proven to kind of know what he's doing in the NFL. If he trades up to go get Ty Simpson, I'll put it this way. There's no way they traded up to go get Ty Simpson and Sean McVay was like, what? There's no way Sean McVay was just like, how, why, who said this was okay? Les Snead, the GM of the Rams, is not making a pick without talking to Sean McVay. If Sean says trade up and lose these assets to go get Tyler Simpson, a guy that does not help us now, a team that was on the doorstep, an NFC championship team, lost by 3 to the eventual Super Bowl champion, won the overall point differential in that series, which is very, very funny. If he's saying draft Ty Simpson at 13, I got to go with him. Gliz said, not going to lie, the USC quarterback would have been good for the Rams. Jaden Mayava, he's staying another year, so maybe next year. Jay Satz is absolutely going at it in the chat right now. I absolutely love it. Zach, first overall pick, went like 0-4 in game 1 and already balled a layup, LOL. And airballed a layup. Are you talking about Zachary Richarchet? I didn't know he got any run in game 1. Was it like garbage time run when they were down big? I don't know. This guy just said Raptors won. Yeah, they did. They won tonight. Sixers winning tomorrow. Celtics take it game 6. So, Landon, you've got the Sixers winning tomorrow night and then the Celtics winning 3 in a row? Is that what you have? Right? Am I mistaken? I can see it happening. My thing about the Celtics and the Sixers series, it's you have elite guard play in this one, right? I know Tatum and Brown are more forward-ish bodies, and you have Maxey and VJ Edgecombe, which are very traditional like guard bodies, but they match up with each other really, really well. The discrepancy in this series for me is the big man, right? Neemias Queta, like, yeah, he's been good. He's been good. I like Nemus. Vooch is more of an offensive guy. So, yeah, Vooch has gotten some run in there. I think Andre Drummond has had a really good series. I think Bona has had a good series, right? I think Paul George has had a good series. I think those guys have had good series because where are Tatum and Brown going to go, right? If they both are guarding the guards, if Derek White is one of those guys, maybe it frees one of them up. I just think they kind of have like a weird matchup going right now where their guards are not really able to guard the Philly guys, the Philly backcourt. But maybe it like neutralizes the front court a little bit. And so Phillies, I think there's just some like weird things going on in that series. I'm really excited for the rest of it to see how it shakes out. I think it's going to be a little bit closer than people think. Andre been balling, yeah. 4-3, like what the hell? Are you serious, bro? Rockets are so inconsistent. Fit your style. I think you just proved your point. The Rockets are so inconsistent so they could turn around tomorrow and win by 30. What's going on with the Nuggets? It's really simple for me. The Nuggets' whole MO is facilitate the rock through the big Serbian guy, the guy who loves horses, Serb, big yoke, the yokester. And he only has 3 assists in this game. Gobert and Randall have said, we're down to let you score. You're going to keep getting rebounds. You're going to do your thing, but we're going to just take away all the passing lanes, and that's exactly what they've done. The start of the game, like I think first, second quarter, and then came out right after. Oh, Chris, I must have missed the first opening tip. But yeah, Zachary Richarche, one of the most disappointing number 1 overall picks in a long time. But that draft was really light. So, I mean, I can't blame him too much, but it just sucks for Atlanta. Dude, they also drafted Trae Young instead of Luka Doncic, if you guys remember that. Keep Gobert on Jokic and it's wraps. Risto, that's kind of what I'm thinking. It's a combination of Gobert locking him up front, not allowing him to pursue down court anymore, and then Julius Randle kind of coming on the back of him. Pause.
Daddy, chill.
Oh my gosh, bro. I am so sorry. Pause. It's a combination of Gobert kind of clamping him at the as he's driving down the court. When he turns around, that's when Julius plays this crazy help defense over the top and comes on his back. Oh my gosh. Guys, I'm so sorry. Brody said, what do I think about that D-Book tech call last night? It was so annoying, dude. I just, like, the Thunder don't need any help. The Thunder don't need any help, man. Then again, if the refs were not even there, if they didn't exist, there was no fouls being called, the Thunder would still win. Yeah, it's like the Thunder fans can complain about the tech being called and the flow of the game was not great. And I know SGA got a lot more calls than Book did. And there were some plays that I saw on Twitter that's like, this is the exact same play, but Chet got the call. Chet is just disgusting to watch play basketball. When he starts doing the SGA stuff and trying to foul bait, get him off my floor, get him off my screen. You're a 7-footer, be a freaking man. Your face is so narrow. You're an upside-down triangle. Figure it out. Fix yourself, Chet. Let's all get plastic surgery together, but let's all get that Chet look. Shoddy was like, hey, what are you trying to do with your body for this summer? Are you trying to get big and jacked? Or are you trying to get lean and slender? I told my girl, I was like, I'm trying to get like Chet. I'm trying to get skinny like Chet. Who do you have for most improved player in the NBA? Dude, it's actually very funny. I have Jalen Johnson, and he was not even nominated. Carnell Tate to the Titans was so unexpected. Ah, man. I mean, when you're a team like the Titans, there's a lot of things to fix. The one thing you want to see this year, the measurement of success in Tennessee this year is not wins or losses. It's Cam Young. It's Cam Ward. I did say Cam Young. It's Cam Ward improving. If Cam Ward improves over the season and we're like, we could, oh, yeah, that's a franchise quarterback, then we're good. And if drafting Carnell Tate gets him closer to that, it's a great pick. Because ultimately the goal in Tennessee is not to win or lose. The goal is just to get better, have your quarterback improve. Imagine Nuggets can win 3 games in a row. That's impossible. Fit your style. Yeah, I don't think it's possible either. Can the Nuggets still win the series? Yeah. It doesn't look very good, though, at this point. If anything, I'd probably be leaning more towards Wolves in 6. Probably more towards Wolves in 6 after seeing the play tonight. It's less of a concern about Minnesota's offense or Denver not being able to produce or Aaron Gordon. It's more the fact that for some odd reason, they've figured out how to get Jamal. They figured out how to get Jamal Jokic to become a bad passer. I don't know how that happened, but it did. Cam Young, bro, thinking about the Masters. I know, I'm just locked in on the Masters, bro. MLB sponsored Cam Young. I wish he pulled that one off, man. Scotty also was one stroke back on the Masters, dude, and like had the worst Thursday and Friday ever. If Scotty just has a decent Thursday and Friday, he walks away with the green jacket. Why are the Knicks a joke? Nick Monks. I don't think the Knicks are a joke. I don't think, like, okay. I said this to Chris last night. I said it to somebody. Nick Monk, if you're still here, this one's only for you. Everybody else, close your ears. If you just like put them in a random uniform and you blurred all the faces and you removed the name off the back and like one team wore white and one team wore black and you didn't see Knicks or you didn't see New York and you didn't see the blue and orange, you didn't see the Mecca, you didn't see Madison Square, and you didn't know the faces or the names or anything, you'd just be like, oh, this is a really like average basketball team. They were a 3 seed in the East. This is just a really average basketball team. But because it says New York, because it says Bing Bong, and it's just like that. It's because you know the faces and you know the name and you know New York and you know the Mecca and you know all the blah 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 that you're like, hey, the Knicks should be good. They're just like a pretty average basketball team. I think they would have struggled with Portland. I think they would have won the series against the Suns, but it would have been probably a 6-game series. Like, I think it's just an average basketball team. I think Nuggets in 7, that's possible. Fit your style, I think it is. The 2018 draft, Kevin Knox. Chris, that's when we should just do the reaching in the bucket thing and pull a name out. It was you. I can't blame you, man. I love golf. Scheffler was so close. Rory just built different. Jay Sat, I love that you love golf. We do for the majors and for all the big tournaments. I do on my regular show, which is from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific time if you're able to watch on Twitch, YouTube. That show I kind of do exclusively on Twitch and YouTube. I do go later on TikTok on that show, but for my main show, Take Back with Zach, I'm Zach Vuj. That's my main show. We do talk golf all the time. Wolves in 5. Chris, in 5, it's possible. If they continue to play like this, yeah, absolutely. Sixers in 7, says James J. Ultimately possible. A lot more possible than I thought it was before the series started. I thought Boston was going to absolutely run away with it. You know, Philly doesn't care who you are. Philly doesn't care about that. If anything, Philly just wants to beat Boston, dude. And it's going back to Philadelphia 1-1. I guarantee you Philly's going to win one game at home, okay? At most, I think this thing goes back to TD Garden 2-2. And then I think the Celtics probably win the next 2 and win in 6. But Balaj said, or Balaji, it's a cool name, said change the Raptors prediction. So, brother, these are predictions. I'm a man of my word. I made these before first round started, and I'm sticking to them. I'm here. These are my picks. I'm full transparency mode. I'm not one of those guys that keeps changing the thing all the time and be like, look, I actually do know ball. No, if I got a series wrong, there it is. I got a series wrong. I am but a man. I'm a human being. Respect. Thanks, Alex Davis. You're the man. You are the best. We're about an hour and a half into the show. I haven't really even done my breakdown for Knicks Hawks. If you guys want it, I can absolutely give it to you because I did type it out. And I'd be remiss not to say my words. I thought the Hawks were going to do the exact same thing the Knicks did in Game 2, which was have an 18-point lead and then eventually choke it away, which they did. 5 minutes left in the game. New York did take the lead. It was their first lead since it was 9-6. Ultimately, this game came down to the first quarter. The Knicks were outscored 33-21, which if we could do math together, that's 12, right? The Knicks then won the second quarter. They tied the third quarter, and they won the fourth quarter. They were plus 11 the last 3 quarters of the game, minus 12 quarter 1. Ultimately, they lost by 1. They were not able to get past the woes that they had with that horrible, horrible start to the game. Ultimately, Atlanta was able to clutch up and get the win thanks to CJ McCollum, who continues to be a hero in Atlanta. 16 seconds left on the clock. There was no question where they were going with the out-of-bounds play. The craziest part about that play, Towns off the floor. Brunson off the floor. In the game was Shamet. It was Deuce McBride, Mikal Bridges, who barely played in the fourth quarter at all. And then they brought in and then OG Anunoby and Josh Hart were still on the floor, obviously, from the starters. League is so rigged, it's become unwatchable. Sad, really, said TB12. Tom Brady's in here. Are you sure the Suns will win a single game? I'm not sure. No, Baj, I don't think so anymore. New York took all of their guys out and like, hey, this is the best defense that we had. You want to know what the play was for Atlanta? Quinn Snyder didn't like dial something up crazy. Like something, oh my gosh, what a beautiful play to get this guy. No, they gave the ball to CJ McCollum and he drove on Deuce McBride, and he scored. It was like the most simple play I've ever seen in my life. And I was like, oh, that was the play, Mike Brown, to bring all your big defense guys in? That's what you did? Deuce McBride, I will say, man, he played a good game. He played almost the entire second half as Bridges down the stretch, who was a minus 26 in the game. In his 20 minutes on the floor, Bridges did not play in the fourth quarter, except for that one defensive possession. I mean, it might be safe to say at this point, the 4 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges, maybe, who was also like hailed as the final piece for this team, hey, maybe you overspent a little bit over there in New York. We've seen, TD, that when you build a wall on Cat's bully ball, he is practically useless. I don't know. We're having a different conversation. It was always Wolves in 5. It's Hunty. There you go. Bro, it's sad. What happened to the NBA? TB, I'm loving the product that we're getting. But we need the Rockets to win some games. So, no, JD, no. J-Dub injury is only a grade 1 hamstring. I did say J-Dub did get a grade 1 hamstring strain. I don't think it's going to be too bad. They'll sit him the rest of this series. They could probably sit him in the Lakers series too. I mean, or the Rockets, whoever they get. Why are the Knicks playing so bad? Is it because of Mike Brown or what? Since they have so much talent. Balaji, they have a lot of talent tied up in Brunson and Cat. Like, Josh Hart is a really, really good motor guy who gets a lot of rebounds, right? Mikal Bridges is just not very good. He's really good at defense, but just not very good in the game. They don't have a lot of options, dude. They're better than we think. Or we think they are better than they actually are. Jalen Brunson down the stretch cannot be the only guy scoring, and that's usually what we get in these games. I think just Atlanta has an answer for them pretty much everywhere. Okongwu has been awesome in the passing lanes. They haven't been able to overcome the defense that Atlanta is throwing at them, which is the part that makes me so nervous for the Knicks. To be honest, I don't think we can. We'll need J-Dub to guard Reeves. Do you guys think the Thunder could beat the Lakers in the next series in round 2 without J-Dub? Because I think the Thunder could still beat the Lakers without J-Dub. But my friend JD does not think so. So I'd love to know what you guys think. I think the playoffs have been great so far. Matt, me too. Blazers in 6, question mark? I do not think the Blazers can win in 6. I think Wembanyama is going to be back for game 4, personally. I think he'll be fine pretty soon. I think we could still win, but it's not like a 4-1. Well, I know, JD, you guys are only used to sweeps. Not really, actually. J-Dub has been injury prone this year. Low-key sad. Yeah, Balaj, he didn't even start the season. He was hurt from last year. It was like residual injury. But yeah, I've worried about the Thunder the entire year. They've been banged up all year. Every single guy on that team has been hurt at some point. Atlanta is too long for Tiny Brunson. Matt, that's actually a good point. The length for Atlanta is really, really good. Dyson Daniels is a really big guard, right? Who did they bring in when Mikal Bridges was not playing well? Deuce McBride, right? Jose Alvarado comes in. Miles Robinson is not a traditional big. I think this team is really missing a traditional big, a guy to run the pick and roll with Jalen Brunson. I know Cat can do it. OG's been really special in this series, man. OG Anunoby is not the problem. That guy is so awkward, though. For his, already wrong on Cavs and Raptors. I am. That is true. Great observation. Surprised the Raps won big today? Arya, I'm shocked. It's if they won a game, I wouldn't be shocked, but they won big in this one. That game was awesome. Not really. It was incredibly boring to watch. I just didn't think they were going to do it. The Raptors shot out of their minds in this game. RJ Barrett and Scotty Barnes seem to just not be able to miss a shot. Brandon Ingram still has not showed up, but RJ Barrett was 33-5-5, and Scotty Barnes 33-5-11. When you get 66 points combined from 2 of your starters, it's kind of hard to lose that game. On the flip side, not a single Cavalier had 20 points in this game. They were 31% from 3. It's just a really bad game from Cleveland. I don't think they're going to lose another game in this series, but, it feels like they just got the stinker out of the way. Does that know what, you know what I mean? Should have passed it. Brunson shot that caused a shot clock violation, cost them that game. JD, yes. Lakers in 5. Let's go, baby. I'm a Lakers fan. Go Lake Show. If you like the Lakers, hit that follow button. I don't know. That was the worst promo ever. I'm like, Balaji, what about Mitchell Robinson? I don't think he's playing enough minutes. I think Mitchell Robinson should be probably starting. I don't know. It's not let's put it this way. Mikal Bridges is out there to shoot threes and play really good defense. He's not hitting threes. He is playing solid defense, though. But who's he matching up against? Who's he guarding in this series? Is it Jalen Johnson? He's definitely not guarding CJ McCollum. Or is he guarding Nickeil Alexander? I don't really need that matchup, I'd rather have a guy that can go head-to-head against no way, bro. Are you serious? Slade Hammer with the sub on Twitch, bro. What? Hey! Thank you, Slade. That's so nice of you, man. I needed that. UC Austin is questionable tomorrow. I did. Bruh. I don't want him to play, though. I don't want him to play for another... I'd rather him not come back to, like, Game 5. You know what I mean? At home, Game 5. Don't even travel to Houston. Just hang out, bro. Just chill out in L.A., bro. The weather is so nice right now in Southern California. Just hang out, go to the beach, do your thing, rehab at the facility a little bit. You know what I mean? Yes, sir. Love the streams, man. Thank you, Slade. You're the man. Himmy said book chapter, phone adapter, Toronto Raptors, Cavs in 5. Himmy, almost rhyme of the day, but what the helly is a phone adapter? Was it shooting or Raps D? I didn't watch. Raptors D was good in this game. It was more poor shooting. They shot 31% from 3. And there were some wide open shots in there. Evan Mobley and Jared Allen both did not play very well offensively. Like I said, not a single Cav had 20 points. I don't think that's going to happen again for this Cavaliers team that I think is incredibly talented. But you never know. Houston can win 2 at home and it'd be back to even. I think they're going to win the next 2 games. I think this thing is going to go 7. It's got 7 written all over it. The reason it has 7 written all over it is you guys have to understand the NBA is rigged, right? The NBA is a product for entertainment, for our entertainment. So what would be the best possible option for the NBA? Would it be for just Kevin Durant to get swept out of the playoffs? No. No, you've gone too far. No, you've gone too far. The best thing for the NBA would be Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Game 7, standalone Game 7. No, every other series ends in 6. There's 1 game left in round 1, and that's LeBron James, and that's Kevin Durant head-to-head, ABC on a Sunday, 3 p.m. Pacific time. Numbers! That's what the NBA wants more than anything. So I do think we get to Game 7 because of that. Rockets have been bad on the road all season, and they need a shooting guard badly. Arya, they just need Fred VanVleet. The Rockets are such a sad team for me, dude, because if you have Fred VanVleet, I called him Vred. Do you know it's FVV? Fred VanVleet. We need to change Fred to VRED, Vred. So it's VVV. Got them VVs on my neck. I should not have done that. Don't clip that. Whenever I do something, if I'm ever code switching, guys, just don't ever clip that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Because I got a reputation to uphold as a certified white boy. And people see me code switching, they're like, wait, this guy can get down with the brother. I think he's invited to the cookout. I think I am invited to the cookout. One day someone asked me if I've ever gotten the pass, and I said, nah, brother, I just let it rip. Oh! Fellas, we have a guy who was at the game tonight in Atlanta. At the game, calling into the show right now. Yo, is this my buddy Graham who was at the game in Atlanta tonight?
No, it is.
Bro, Graham, scenes in Atlanta. It was a 1-point victory. The emotions when the Knicks took the lead back in the 4th quarter, bro. Can we start there?
Oh, my God. I'm not going to lie. I might have overserved myself tonight.
You're good. Just no cussing, nothing crazy.
I know the rule. Yeah, so a lot of New York fans in the stadium.
Oh yeah, I heard them. They were loud.
Yeah, they're ingrates. not a fan. And the second we went down, I was like, oh, this barbecue, we're screwed. Is what it is. We just pissed away the greatest chance we're going to have on them. And then, for some reason, CJ McCollum decided to be Trae Young and just lace a shot. But he laced it with 12 seconds.
Yeah, a lot of time left.
Way too much time left. I'm like, we haven't really been able to stop OG Anunoby. We haven't really been able to stop Cat. This is going to be a problem. But lo and behold, you give Jalen Brunson the game on his shoulders. Damn it, he's going to screw it up.
He did. He threw the ball away at the end. You guys got a steal at the end of the game. Dude, you had an 18-point lead at some point, and the Knicks do end up coming back. I feel like all of the entire State Farm Arena was just like, no way are we actually going to choke this game away.
I I told the people around me sitting, if we're not up by 10 going into the fourth, or 10 with at least 4 minutes to go in the game, it's going to get dicey.
Yeah.
Knicks are the best statistical fourth quarter team in the NBA.
Yeah. And it did get dicey down the end. Bro, there were some celebrities there. Go on.
Yeah, there were tons. Like a lot of Falcons, a lot of Knicks celebrities, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
But OG Anunoby had himself the best game he could have.
He was unbelievable.
He's got nothing to be ashamed. He's got nothing to be ashamed of. Now, Jalen Brunson played like a punk. Carl Anthony Towns.
Bro,
Carl Anthony Towns had 17 rebounds.
Bro, Mikal Bridges didn't even play in the fourth quarter. Mikal Bridges had 0 points. He was minus 26 on the night. He didn't even play in the fourth quarter.
I got to ask from your perspective.
Yeah.
If you are the Knicks owner, do you fire their GM for giving away 5 first-rounders for Mikal Bridges?
I mean, the worst part is if you fire the GM, you still, like, for the next 6 years don't have a first-round pick. So it's like the crazy.
Like, I got to see if I'm Dolan, I got to see someone's got to see me about this.
Dude, I would be furious because, one, it's like the next 6 years you don't have a pick, so that sucks. But this was also a move that you made because he was the last piece to the puzzle. Remember? He was supposed to be the guy that came in. This was exactly what the Knicks needed, a 3-and-D guy. And Deuce McBride was playing for him in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. It's absolutely hilarious. Graham, are you going back to Game 4?
You know I am. You know, I'll be boots on the ground in Game 4. And what's beautiful about it is I genuinely think the way the Knicks lost tonight, I think that's wind out of the sails. I think the Hawks win Game 4. And my prediction is we drop Game 5. We're not going to win 2 games in New York.
Yeah.
But Lord knows they can't win in Atlanta.
I don't think they can win in that barn either. I think it's going to come back to Game 6, and Atlanta might get one at home. But Graham,
100%.
Unbelievable stuff. Thank you for calling into the show and giving us your perspective. You kind of gave us your prediction. Before you go, I just want to get into the mind of the fan. We've got 1 minute left on this call. Are you the guy in the stands that's like controlling your section and telling them to get hype or stand up or like cool off or we're good? Or are you just kind of okay? You're not the conductor.
Not, because so when I'm in there, I'm pessimistic to the core when it comes to Atlanta sports. So I'm very silent. Like I get anxious, and there were a good amount of Knicks fans in my sections, and I did write some checks with my mouth that I couldn't cash. I said some things I won't be proud of. Well, I said some things I won't be proud of tomorrow, but that's a tomorrow problem. Yeah. And when we were coming down the stretch, and it's like 4 minutes or 2 minutes, and they took the lead, I'm dead silent. I'm dead silent. I'm biting on my nails. That's the kind of fan I understand. But I'll give it large. I will give it large to anyone.
Good. Because you are a true fan. Graham, calling into the show late night. Thank you, brother, for being a part of this thing. We'll talk to you again soon.
Absolutely.
All right, peace. My guy Graham, boots on the ground. If you're ever at a game, dude, if you want to call into the show after, because the design of this show, right, for all of you watching along the way, if you're on YouTube right now, if you could hit the like button, it just lets me know how many people watch. I don't have very good metrics right now on YouTube. I don't know who's over there. If you ever go to a game and you see that I'm live after, hey, thank you, B. Bro, call in. I love hearing about fan experience because he was there in the game and he was talking about OG Anunoby. Like, that was a big part of the game for him. OG Anunoby and Cat being able to eat. He didn't even have the metrics that Mikal Bridges was a minus 26. Sometimes the viewing experience in the game can be quite different than the one on TV, so I love hearing the perspective of the fan. Thoughts on the Cavs series now? B was like, give it to me right now, you idiot. Stop talking about the Knicks. Talk about the Cavaliers. The Cavaliers had a horrible game. No one scored 20 points. James Harden was their leading scorer. Mobley and Jarrett Allen didn't figure it out tonight. Man, I love them together. It was a bad game, dude. They were 31% from 3, 42% from the field. They just played like crap. They didn't make their shots. That's it. That's not an easy place to play. Toronto shows up. Toronto wasn't just going to like lay over and let the Cavs sweep them. That's a professional basketball team with professional players on it. Toronto is how do I put this? They're not top-heavy, right? The Cavs are top-heavy. They've got a lot of talent up top. Depth is not as good. Toronto is just very, very balanced through. It kind of feels like the Pacers of last year. Instead, of having a guy like Tyrese Halliburton going off, their superstar Brandon Ingram is not. I think the Cavs are going to be fine the rest of the series. I do think they win the next 2 games and ultimately get this thing done in 5. That's my thought. When were these picks made? Before round 1 started. Right above my head. That Nuggets game was horrible. We're getting a call right now, guys. We're getting a call. Drake probably got in their heads. It was probably Drake, Slid. Brother, what up? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Minnesota in 5.
Minnesota in 5? 100%? Even if Anthony Edwards is hurt?
Yeah, Jokic's ass.
Wait, did we get any word on what happened to Anthony Edwards tonight? Because I was live during it and I wasn't able to listen to the broadcast.
No, but without Aaron Gordon, you guys collapsed.
You guys? Do you think I'm a Nuggets fan?
I mean, you have the Raptors losing in 4, so you have to be.
Because I have the Raptors losing in 4, you think I'm a Nuggets fan?
Yeah, Raptors are not losing at 4.
Okay.
Maybe like 7. Maybe like 7.
You think they're good enough to go 7 with the Cavaliers?
I mean, what happened last night? I mean, this night.
Yeah. I feel you. Question of the day before you go. Are you down to answer it?
Yeah.
Do you think there are more doors in the world or more wheels? Because you got to think. More wheels. Really?
Yeah.
All right, brother. Unbelievable knowledge. Thanks for calling to the show. Go Wolves in 5? Is that what you said?
Yeah, they're going all the way.
Absolutely, bro. I love a true fan calling into the show and repping his team, dog. Thanks for calling in. Thanks for following, and we'll talk to you soon, all right?
Yeah.
Peace. Raymond said wheels. Think about it, Raymond. Okay. This is going to be the smartest thing you guys have ever heard in your entire life. When we're answering the question, are there more doors or wheels in the world? It's very simple. Every house has multiple doors, but no house has wheels. Every car has doors. I think there's more. Think of an office building, bro. Think of an office building. Think of a skyscraper. Think of how many doors are in a skyscraper. Every house has 5 doors. 1, 2. Not every house has 5. Where are your 5? Well, bathroom interior doors do count. Car has 4 doors. Some have 2. Depends on what kind of motorcycles, bikes, 2-door cars. Raymond, that's true. 18-wheelers as well. Also, I think wheels are utilized a lot in like factory mechanics. Is that a word? Factory mechanics? It's honestly doors probably. Wheels inside of the house. Oh, Jay Guff. Oh my gosh. Office chairs that roll do have wheels. That is true. That's crazy. So every office chair has wheels, but no office chair has a door. Lalo said, you're smoking, no way, New York losing. Brother, I got a phone line right above my head, 213-352-5216. Call into the show and tell me why you think New York's going to win. Because Rap goes 6 or 7. Cavs Raps goes 6 or 7. Yeah, I think it's probably going to be 5, honestly. Raptors swept, bro, what? These were predictions that I made before round 1. No, yeah, Chris, dude, you're good. You should call in during the regular show because it's not as late for you over there. Genuinely, Hawks might win. I really think they will. Oh, you're good. Wolves just put BTA. I know, the Wolves looked really good. I think the Wolves are going to win this series at this point now. Do they win the next 2? I don't know. I think it's probably closer to Wolves in 7, in my opinion. The worry for me with and thank you for the follow, Mirza. I love your composure. You aren't some toxic dude. Thank you, bro. Yeah, I try not to be mean to people. The whole I hate the like sports guy who is always wearing a backwards hat and there's like a little bit of hair sticking out through the front and he's like he doesn't look clean and nice and presentable and he's slobby and he's just like arguing and calling people idiots and stuff. I don't know. I'm trying to do a different kind of sports show where it's all about having fun and being silly and having a goofy time. I sound like a dying eagle. Chris D'Elia looks like a dying eagle. Wolves ain't winning, bro. Oh, Sergeant Senior. I love it, bro. We got a Nuggets fan in here who doesn't care what he sees on the screen tonight. I love it, dude, because you've seen the Nuggets all season have been good. And Minnesota all season has not been great. Anthony Edwards looks a little bit banged up. I don't know what happened with him. The crazy part is, I would have said there's 0 shot Minnesota wins this series if Anthony Edwards doesn't play. I don't... I don't even want to say this out loud. The key to stopping Denver is stopping Jokic, and Gobert and Randall are doing a really good job of doing that. Jokic's issue right now is he's not able to pass the ball. He's not facilitating. He had 3 assists. That is not Jokic numbers at all. He's too big. He's too Serbian. He loves horses way too much. Raps won, said Nicholas. Yes, they did. I'm glad you watched the game. Lakers in 5, said Mo. Go Lake Show, baby. I'm a Lakers fan through and through, to my core. Born and raised in Southern California, been a Laker fan my whole life. I bleed purple and gold, dog. I don't think it's going to be a gentleman's sweep at all. I personally think that the Rockets are going to take the next 2. That's a good Rockets team. That's a good home Rockets team. That's a team that's been really bad on the road all year. Obviously, I think guys like Marcus Smart and Luke Kennard are going to play better at home. They're vets, so I think they can take their game. I think the Rockets are going to win the next 2. That's just what I think. Rudy had Jokic in handcuffs. Michael, it was unbelievable tonight. Watching Jokic just not be able to pass the ball is like a scary sight to see. Because the reason that the reason that this team is so good is because the way he's able to facilitate. And if you lock that down, dog, the team stinks. Slade said, L Lakers. He's still here. I love it. Thank you for being here, dog. It really means a lot. If Lakers get AR back next game, they could win the rest of this series. I don't think we should rush Austin Reeves back until game 5. I think we leave Austin Reeves in LA, have him hang out under the sun of beautiful Los Angeles. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous week of weather here that we have in Southern California. God bless. Thank you, Jesus. I don't know. Like, why rush him back to get into a series against the Rockets on the road in Houston when you know worst case scenario is coming back to LA tied 2-2 and you still have home court advantage? I think Lakers should just wait till game 5 for Austin Reeves personally. And I'm not doing some pretentious like, we're the Lakers, we don't need him. LeBron James is good enough. Hey, no. we need him quite badly. Any chances Reeves is back before the next home game? Jack, sorry, I just said that. You got the Raptors one wrong. Mr. Splasher, I did. Yeah, good observation, brother. Nuggets need to pass more and lure the defense. Yeah, there's not a guy on the Nuggets team that can, like, the whole team is built around Jokic being the, like, primary ball handler, really, and the guy who passes and facilitates. It's a lot easier to say, like, yeah, someone else needs to step up and start passing the ball. They don't have a point guard that's like a good facilitator of the rock. They have a point guard that's good at shooting. The team around them is not built to withstand, hey, what happens if Jokic can't facilitate? That was never in the game plan. You live and you die by your best player, and that's what the Nuggets are doing. Timberwolves have versued Denver 32 times in the last 4 years. Mason Jerome, I have no idea what you're talking about. Is that a Charger as your profile picture? Oh, no, it's a Lion. All right, get out of here. All right, Mason. No! Wemby out for the playoffs. Frankie, is that breaking news? Is that real? If Jokic can't get past Rudy, they're screwed. Isn't that crazy? Last year, we were like, Rudy Gobert is the worst player of all time. Get him out of here. I can't believe they traded first-round picks to get Rudy Gobert. LOL, that's not y'all's game, man. Y'all like to go small ball, lineup centered around Jokic dominating. Shiv, that's kind of the thought. Or did I say something stupid? I don't know. Lions are better than your Chargers. All right, Mason, actually leave. Get out. Guys, we have a rule book here at TBWZ. At Take Back with Zach, this is the name of the show. I'm Zach Vuj. This is my show. I'm Zeke Veeney. You guys are Veeney's weenies. You're my army. You're my loyal army. We have a rule at this show. We have a rule book. And no being mean to me. Be nice to me only. That's it. You can't say a mean thing about the Angels. You cannot say a mean thing about the Lakers. You cannot say a mean thing about the Chargers. Or USC. Holy crap. If anyone says anything mean about USC football program, brother, you got an enemy in me. I'm going to start blocking people that are mean to me. No, Lions are better. Hey, Jay, shut up. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. That was just a joke. I'm going to get in trouble on TikTok. Vikings over Chargers. Michael, you can leave too. 15-2 with a healthy team bye. By the way, get out. Lions, bad first round pick, by the way. Chris, there we go. Chris, you could stay. USC, huh? Fresh, do not say a single thing about the Trojans. I swear. I know Himmy not Jimmy right now is loading something up terrible to say in the Twitch chat. Reeves will play tomorrow. I hope he doesn't. I hope they wait on bringing Austin back until like game 5. Bring him back at home, you know? Why travel to Houston? Houston smells bad. If anybody has anybody here been to Houston? Because I've been to Houston. Wait, I've been to every single city remaining in the playoffs. I've been to Portland. I live in LA. I've been to San Antonio. I've been to Houston. I've been to New York. I haven't been to Orlando. We're going to call right now. Patriots low-key own you. Mason, I seriously, if I knew how to kick you out, I would. If I knew how to kick you out, I absolutely would. The 49ers are better than your team, bro. Hey, JPSON. Hey. No! Do I mess with the Rams, Moon Man? No, absolutely not. I'm a Chargers fan. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Mirza, Toronto.
Wait, what was the name?
Mirza.
Mirza. Oh, my guy in the chat. You hit us with the follow today. You're actually in Toronto right now?
Yeah.
Bro, I love Toronto. Toronto's a low-key, like one of my favorite cities I've ever been to. It's a great spot. The Six is what they call it. Was Drake there tonight?
No clue, but I'll tell you what. I got a couple of factors. I need to fact check me because I know I'm a bit, I glaze the Raptors a little bit too much. So, just fact check me if you want. But
all right.
I want to say some factors on why I think the Raptors will win 7, right?
Okay, Mirza.
So, first, Quickly's been out. With Quickly out, Brandon Ingram isn't unlocked as much as he can be, right?
He's been bad.
Quickly brings a lot in Brandon Ingram's game. And then number 2, I just think that's it because Quickly's going to come back. He's going to be healthy. CMB's, if you know who CMB is, obviously, I think you do. He's emerging as a star. And then I think that's how we need Scotty, Barrett, Ingram, Quickly. You can't stop that.
And Colin Murray Boyles.
Yeah.
I think whatever Jakob Poeltl did tonight to neutralize the two big men in Cleveland was really, really solid. Dog, I'm absolutely with you. I think you know your team well. Do we know if Emmanuel Quickly is coming back this series?
Yeah, definitely. He'll come back. He's just dealing with the hamstring. He went from iffy to questionable, so I think this is the game he comes back in game 4.
He went from iffy to questionable, and then hopefully we get him back for game 4. You think it's going to help Brandon Ingram play better with him on the floor? Although, bro, R.J. Barrett and Scotty Barnes looked really, really good tonight.
Yeah, but the problem is Scotty, one thing I saw 4 minutes into the game, left in the fourth quarter, Scotty, he started limping. He got injured when I think he ran over Jared Allen.
He got banged up in the game?
Yeah, I think he got a proper injury, but he does play through injuries, so I'm sure he'll be fine. But we got to remember, he's got to guard Harden and Mitchell.
Yeah.
And run around the floor half the time and then carry the offense because Brandon Ingram's playing like trash. So
exactly. Like we need Scotty Barnes to play defense and not have to focus on offense, but BI is not scoring, so he has to pick it up on offense. It's kind of just the issue with the Raptors right now. But I think what you're building is a really solid foundation for like a superstar to come in and take over. It kind of reminds me of like the 2018 Raptors before you guys got Kawhi Leonard. Like you had a good team, but you needed that superstar to take over.
Don't break my heart, bro. Listen, Scotty got it, man. He's only 23. He'll emerge as a superstar. We're seeing it.
There we go. Scotty's superstar arc is loading. Mirza, thank you for following the show. Thank you for calling in, bro. God bless you. We're going to keep it rolling.
Yeah.
Whatever Mirza was on, dude. Hey, I'll take some of that, bro. You could hear the Canadian accent a little bit. Suns win tomorrow, said Gio Lope-sided. I don't think they win a game, to be honest with you. I think I'm just out on them winning a game. Mason, 1 call per show, brother. 1 call per show. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. Please keep it clean. Mute the stream in the background and let the people know your name and where you're calling from.
Yo, I'm Ben from Pennsylvania. What's up?
Ben from PA. Are you more on the Pittsburgh side or more on the Philly side, Ben?
I am about 3 hours from Philly and like 5 from Pittsburgh. I live in no man's land.
You're smack in the middle.
Yeah, pretty much.
So are you an Eagles fan or are you a Pittsburgh fan?
Well, I actually live in northeast Pennsylvania, so not central. So I should probably be an Eagles fan, but I picked the Steelers.
You have picked the Steelers, even though you're up northeast over there in I've been to Bensalem. Or Ben Salem. That's
Bethlehem?
Yeah, that's the most northeast I've been in the Pennsylvania area. But the draft was in.
Never been there. I've heard of it.
They've got a casino out there, Parks Casino in Ben Salem. It's pretty cool. But dog, you're calling into the show, Ben. I don't know if it's your first time, but what did you want to talk about today, bro?
I mean, let's talk about the draft. What do you think?
I'm not the biggest NFL draft guy. I think it's kind of like, we don't really know the result of the players till like 2 or 3 years. So I don't really get big on the over analysis of it. My Chargers took Akeem Mesidor, who I like, but he's 25 years old. It was kind of weird. I think the weirdest part was
what about the Steelers taking another tackle though?
Yeah, I mean,
they have like an obsession with tackles, and then we took what's his face, Broderick Jones. What was it, 2 years ago, and he's done absolutely nothing. He's just big and injury prone and fat.
Fat and injury prone is not what you want your tackle to be. Yeah, I think the Steelers are just in no man's land. I don't know who is going to be their quarterback. I think they're just waiting for next year's 2027 quarterback draft class, to be honest with you, dude.
That's the only direction to go in that I could see, yeah. Because I do not want A-Rod. Will Howard's not going to be great.
Oh, you don't want Rodgers?
Huh?
You don't want Rodgers next year, Ben?
Not one bit, no.
So do you subscribe to the same opinion as me that the reason the Steelers are in this position is because they've just been too mediocre? They've been too mid?
Exactly.
They need to be bad for like a season or two.
My entire life, I've never seen them have a top 10 pick. I was born in 2004.
Oh my gosh, dude! And they've never had a top 10 pick in your life?
No, never.
So the draft has always been boring for you?
Yeah, every single time.
You're like every year you hope you trade up to get a good pick and you never do anything.
It never happens, and every time for the last 4 years, we took a tackle of sorts.
Yeah.
Derek Harmon was last year, the DT.
Dude, it's so frustrating because I'm like, I am the fan. I know what this team wants. Why does the GM not just listen to me? But then I'm like,
I don't know. I don't know why they refused to take a skill player. They took Pickens, and look how that turned out. He was great, and they traded him.
And they traded him. Now and you just have an older, bigger, fatter, slower version in DK Metcalf now.
Yeah, I mean, he played good-ish.
Yeah. Dog, unbelievable call. Ben from PA, you definitely know your stuff. Before you go, I've been asking people what they think about this whole Ty Simpson situation. Is this alluding to the fact that this is Matt Stafford's last season as a Ram?
I think so, but I don't know why they would go in the direction of Ty Simpson at all.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
like
it's
how
weird.
many? He wasn't even that good in college, was he?
He played for one season at Bama. It was his senior year though, so 3 years in a row he did not start for that team, and he finally did start this year. He's got decent tape, but yeah, I mean he was okay, not great.
They were talking about him going to the Steelers, and I absolutely hated that. I did not like that.
That would have been bad. Before you go, are we doing next year? Are we giving Will Rogers a chance, or are we giving Will Howard a chance?
Will Howard. I think that's who we're going to probably go with, and I'm probably not. He's probably going to suck, but if it's not Aaron Rodgers, I'm okay with it.
Ben, this was an awesome call, bro. Thanks for being a part of this and following the show. God bless you, brother. Have a good night, and we'll talk to you soon.
God bless you, man.
Peace
out.
Glizz said, "Give Howard a chance. Only if Kenny Pickett. Give Will a chance." Any John Lennon fans? All we are saying is give Will a chance. Hey, my buddy Mason, who's calling in on the phone right now, that 587 number. We only one call per show, brother. One call per show. But thank you for trying to call back in. Hot take: Tatum makes the Celtics worse. Mercer, come on, dude. Come on, bro. Tatum? Jason Tatum? Moon Ram said, ram it. Ram on. Guys, John Lennon or Paul McCartney? Who has the better discography? And we're just going to go up until 1982. So we're not doing any post-1980 albums because John Lennon wasn't alive and it doesn't count. So up until 1982. Are you taking Plastic Ono Band? Are you taking Imagine? Are you taking my fantasy, Double Dark Fantasy, whatever it's called? I'm just sitting here watching the wheels go round and round. Or are we going, ram on? Guys, please, someone. Dude, who you got winning the finals? No bias. Chimaev. Dude. Oh my gosh, guys. The pound for pound best fighter in the world, Chimaev, is in our live chat right now. Unbelievable. Thank you for being here. I have the Cavs winning the finals. I'm a Lakers fan, but I do have the Cavs winning the finals against the Spurs. Please, guys, Paul McCartney or John Lennon? Do you guys not listen to the Beatles? Do you guys not listen to the Beatles? Do the youths not listen to the Beatles? What the heck is happening? Did we just get a follow on Twitch? Holy crap. DD24K? Bro, that makes my night, dog. Thank you so much, DD24K, for following on Twitch. Oh my gosh. I just lowered my seat. Brother, Paul McCartney. Thank you, Slade. DD, what's good? Mason, dog, brother. 1 call per show. Hey, brother, we only do 1 call per show, and you already called in today, but do you want to give one quick hot take?
I just wanted to say that the Lions low-key own the Chargers and that the Houston also owns the Steelers.
Houston owns the Steelers?
Yeah.
Do you think there's more doors or wheels in the world?
I don't know, but all I got to say is protect the den and that the Lions are better than the Chargers and that without Matthew Stafford, you guys are going to fall apart.
All right. God bless. He said, without Matt Stafford, the Chargers are going to fall apart. That'd be hilarious. How do you feel about Mansoor Delani? Who did he get drafted by again? DD, I'm sorry, dog. I wasn't really high on the draft this year. Didn't he? Oh, the Chiefs traded up to get him, right? Did the Chiefs traded up to get him and they traded for Trent McDuffie? Do they now quietly have like the best cornerback room in football? Quietly? Loudly? Up on top of it, huh? The Cavs, wow, I would say yes, but the D is absolutely not good. We're going to call from a 310 area code. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ, wide screen radio. Please keep it clean, mute the stream in the back, and let the people know your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Glyphor, and I'm calling from Los Angeles.
Gliz, what's up, dog? 1 sec. DD, you've like followed the show, and you're like, this guy maybe knows sports, and I just got every single thing wrong. That's the funniest thing ever. Gliz, my guy, calling in from California. What's up, bro? How are you?
Yeah, what's up? It's been a while since I've actually called in, honestly. I was waiting for the perfect time, and today is...
Dude, 9:59 on a Thursday night is the perfect time to call. Brother, how are the sports treating you right now?
Honestly, with football, this is my first live NFL draft as a full-time NFL player. I mean, viewer or whatever you call it. But I'm gonna be honest, so far, the drafts are kind of solid for what's going on right now. But at the same time, it's kind of confusing because I don't really know college ball like that.
Dude, Gliz, I'm going to just fill you in on a little secret here. It's confusing for everybody watching it. All of the guys who are on Twitter or in the comments saying, this was a good pick or this was a bad pick, they have no idea what they're talking about, dude. Nobody knows.
Yeah, the only thing we have to do is just wait till they get on the field and see really who is good and who is bad, really. But dude, I'm actually excited.
You know, Bills fans were furious when they drafted Josh Allen.
Really?
Oh, bro, they were so mad when they drafted Josh Allen. They thought he was going to be a huge bust. So when people think they know about the draft, dog, nobody knows what's happening. I watch a lot of college football as well, too, and I have no idea what's going on. Because when I'm watching college football, I'm just more concerned about the play on the field. But when they get to the NFL, it's all I have no idea what's going on. That was a bad sentence, huh, Gliz?
Yeah. Honestly, I kind of want to see who's going to be drafted in round 2 and round. How many? Is it 4 rounds or 3 rounds? I kind of forgot.
It's actually 7.
Oh, 7 rounds. I wonder when people like Carson Beck and all those people get drafted. I'm actually very intrigued to see who would even pick them up.
Yeah, it's kind of funny that it kind of brings us and harkens back a different time in this country to where we line up a bunch of humans on a stage and then we have a bunch of rich billionaires draft them to their little toy team. Isn't that kind of weird?
Yeah, it's funny.
Gliz, you are the absolute man, bro. Anything else on the way out?
No, I don't have really anything else to say, but I hope I don't know too much about how you are with your streams, but that's pretty cool. I hope maybe soon you do another draft watch party if you even feel like it.
Yeah, every single night of the NBA postseason, I'm doing NBA post-game shows. So tomorrow night after the Lakers game, I'll be live. So tune in for the night shows.
I'll tune in for that too. But have a good one.
You too, Gliz. Peace. Minnesota Vikings fan jumping in the chat. What up, dog? Kiyoshi said Knicks fan base is trash, bro. They're just New Yorkers, dude. They can't help it. They can't help it. There's nothing they can do about it. It's like me being mean to the fans in OKC for wearing the shirts. Dude, they live in Oklahoma. There's nothing they can do about it. Dude, when I watch the games and I see all the OKC fans, they're all so pasty. They're all so white. I was doing a Where's Waldo for black people in the OK City crowd. I found one. I was like, dude, what the heck? There's one. I bet he got called the most heinous things in the parking lot just for being in Oklahoma. It's just rude for me to make fun of the OKC fans in the crowd because they can't help it. Hey, they're pasty white fat people. They're fat, pasty white people. Sorry to anybody who lives in Oklahoma that listens to the show. Absolutely love you. I know I do have some Oklahoma people that listen, so that's kind of mean. L take. Sorry. We got to be nice to the OKC fans, dude. We got to be really nice to OKC fans. They don't have a whole lot going on in their lives. You should see. I made fun of them for wearing the blue T-shirts, looking like some blue Raz Sour Punch straws, dude. Looking like a box of all blue nerds. Looking like a tropical pack of Skittles. I made fun of the OKC fans for wearing all the shirts and stuff. I was being a total jerk. I was watching the game like every single person in the stands is white. They have nothing else going on for them. They're all large. Cholesterol, probably through the roof. Median income, low. That's just mean. That's just me being a total jerk to a bunch of people that cannot help it. They had a bad spawn point, most of them. Bro, they're, some of us are out here spawn point maxing. Did I just say that? Did I just go full clavicular? I watched a documentary from some dude on YouTube. I forget his Steve Nash, Jason Nash, Jared Nash. I don't know about the Clipper system that's going on with Kick and the big streamers and stuff like that, bro. Clavicular is spending like $650,000 a month on people to put his clips out. So when you're like, why am I seeing this guy everywhere? He's spending $650,000 a month to put his clips everywhere. Because I'm sitting here crying this morning about not having any money and doing the hardest thing I've ever done in my life and giving up, thinking about giving up on doing this show because I don't have any money and I'm broke and my life is hard. And I'm like, how do they do it? And it's like, oh, they spend $650,000. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I don't do covers, Cohen. I just watch for the love of the game, bro. But I appreciate you and love you as a brother. Hey, tough love is okay, Moonman. Yes, sir. You think Nuggets winning all next 3 games? Probably not, Harrison. No, probably not. I think the Nuggets probably are done for. I can't count out Jokic. He's still amazing, but the way that he's being guarded right now, it just makes me sad. It just makes me feel like that's a team that's absolutely dead. I don't think there's anybody, but if you're in the Twitch chat right now and you do not follow, please hit the follow button. It helps me grow. It helps me show. I'm a grower and a shower. Not really. I'm not a shower at all. Very, 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 very shy boy. Holy crap, guys. Wheelchair basketball is on my TV right now. Right when the postgame ended, Amazon Prime's like, I know what you want. You want some wheelchair basketball. You want a heavy dose of the Special Olympics. Dude, it'd be tough to be in the Special Olympics as someone who's in a wheelchair, competing next to a guy who has Down syndrome. You're just we're not the same. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Sorry. So sorry. I didn't mean that. There's the Paralympics, right? There's a Paralympics, and then there's a Special Olympics. So the special people go and okay. I'm sorry about that. That Knicks fan base take was trash, by the way. They're New Yorkers, They don't know what they can't. There's nothing they can do about it. There's nothing New Yorkers can do about it. We had a guy, Graham, calling to the show who was at the game, and he's like, Knicks fans are insufferable. I'm like, dude, they're just from New York. They can't do anything about it. They were born into a bad situation. They're a product of their environment. New York is the best city in the world. It is awesome, but it doesn't produce quality human beings. I've never once met a dude who's like, yo, I'm from New York, and thought the next time, I'd be like, I'd let this guy marry my daughter. Every single New Yorker I've met, I've been like, stay away from my children. Stay away from my kids. I don't have any kids. I wish I did. So bad. I got baby fever. It's not a joke. I low-key kind of do have baby fever. But I'm single. And I'm... Jeez. If I start talking about my life, I'm going to actually start crying. Whoever's calling into the show right now, I do not take calls from blocked numbers. So that it's showing up as unknown number right now. I don't take calls from unknown numbers. So if you want to unblock yourself, you can do that. LOL, RJ not shooting like that again. Yeah, probably not. You think the Spurs win tomorrow night? Really? Cody, did I say that? I had the Spurs winning the series in 6. I think the Spurs could win without Wemby, though, especially against Portland. Tomorrow night, Portland is going to be ruckus. Now, the people of Portland get a bad rap because the women have armpit hair and the guys are soft, which is pretty true. But ultimately, it does get a bad rap as a city. It's a great city. They also really, really care about their Blazers. They really care. So that barn tomorrow night is going to be loud. But the Spurs have won a lot of games this year without Wemby. They look pretty good without him. What up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Like I got hung up on. You got to come prepared, brother. Got to come prepared. Hawks winning it all. Hawks are so good. Dallas is saying Hawks are winning it all. All right, I'm going to give him one more chance. What is up, brother? You are now live. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Lo. I'm calling from PA.
Lo, you the absolute man, dog. Are you on the Pittsburgh side of PA or are you more on the Philly side?
I'm more on the Philly side, but like I'm a Lakers fan though.
Oh, do you get a lot of hate from all the other from the Sixers people?
Oh, I get so much hate. Like it's actually horrible. But I want to talk about a specific Laker that I need gone.
Oh, you're eliminating someone off this team. Remember, Lo, before you keep going, no cussing on the show. I get in trouble for it.
Oh, all right. That's understandable. That's understandable.
Yeah.
Well, look, Rui Hachimura. I hate Rui Hachimura. I don't like him. He can't do anything correctly to me.
Yeah.
Like he's just a dumb, dirty Japanese nigger.
Oh yeah. Rui Hachimura is a guy that I personally like, and most Laker fans do really like Rui Hachimura. The fact that guy does not, our friend Lo from Pennsylvania. I'm filibustering right now because when someone says something like that, all I do is I just like say a bunch of words and I word vomit, and then it kind of like the system kind of picks it up and makes it go away. So thank you for calling into the show and completely. The crazy part was that dude was so nervous, bro. Did you hear how nervous that dude was to say that? Dog. The first time he called in, he was like, and I hung up on him. And then he called back again and he's like, I got it. My name is Lo. I'm from Pennsylvania. Dude, that guy was so nervous. Imagine being so nervous to say a racial slur on a sports radio show with 18 people watching. My Nas prediction wasn't true. Jake, I do have the predictions from last night if you guys want to go over those. Before we end the show, I always do crazy predictions for tomorrow night's games. So we're going to do those in just 1 second. But last night, Jake said Nas Reed was going to have over 25 points. Chris said Brunson was going to have 10 assists. Sharky said Ingram was going to have 35 points. That did not happen. Tyzone said Harden was going to have 40. I said there was going to be a buzzer beater, and there was not. And then Slade had Jalen Johnson going 30, 20, and 10. So, guys, for me, that is where we hop off the train tonight. But before I do, does anybody want to have a prediction for tomorrow night's game? I will give mine live right now. Like I said, I don't do any GAMBLING. I like to just watch ball for the love of the game. I keep it loose and keep it fun. What I'm saying here is not credence to go and take it and spend your hard-earned money on. Please, spend your money on cool things. If you really want to GAMBLE, hey, go to a casino or just go to any sort of whatnot and enter in some sports breaks. But tomorrow at 4 p.m., we have Celtics and 76ers. I think the 76ers keep it close. I do think the Celtics, though, get the dub. At 5 p.m., my team, the Lakers and the Rockets, they play. I think the Rockets get the win. I think they kind of probably win big. And then Spurs and Trailblazers, I think these Trailblazers win a home game. I don't think Victor Wembanyama plays in this game. I do think Portland does win at home and should be fun. VJH come over 50 points, rebounds, assists. All right, Jake is back on it. Jake. Well, VJ doesn't play tomorrow. Oh, yeah, he does. I'm such an idiot. Sorry. VJ. Anybody else got crazy take for tomorrow? Crazy take for tomorrow. Someone blocks Zendaya Brown. Blocked. Maxey 40 piece and 5 steals. Now Slade, that is a prediction. Maxey 40 points, 5 steals. It'd be so awesome if he gets the 40 but only has 4 steals. If I can have 2, nope, only 1. Shoot 20 plus points, 3 and 5. Chris, say it all one more time. I didn't see any of it. Luke for 3 threes. Rui for Nick. No. One like crazy take. One like really, really gnarly one. Like I'm gonna have Amen Thompson. Amen Thompson is gonna have 17 rebounds. All right, that's my take. Amen Thompson 17 boards. Timberwolves have been putting BTA. I can't believe it. C-bands. I know, me neither. It's crazy. Is it crazy to say Rockets in 6? Trev, it's a little bit crazy. I do think the Rockets will win the next 2 games, though, Trev, as a Lakers fan myself. So maybe in a couple games it won't be too crazy. Moonman, Brawny, 10 points. Okay, Moonman. Okay. Moon, Brawny with 10. That's a really good one. Brawny, 10. Skoko says Tatum, 40-point triple-double. Okay, I'm writing all these down, by the way. Tatum, 40-point trip-dub. Brawny, 10 points is my favorite one. Nick. Okay, yeah, those are all good. Who else wants one? Luke, Kennard, and LeBron combined for 50 points. That's not hot enough, YT. Not hot enough. Not hot enough. Jalen Johnson and CJ combined for 65. Tonight they did. Yeah, Dallas. That is a great stat, bro. Jalen Johnson finally erupted, it feels like. Wait, no, they didn't. Not tonight. No way. What am I saying? No, they didn't. YT, whoever's calling it, I'm so sorry. We are done with calls for the night. Phone lines are closed. Braun not top 10 all time. Blocked. Someone block Sean. Tell him to get out. The boy being Nick's defense is bad. Chris, did you want one? Shoot 20-plus points, 5 boards. Oh, Scoot Henderson. Okay. Chris, I got yours. Anybody else? We got 2 minutes left to get your picks in for tomorrow. Crazy takes for tomorrow. Scoot. What was it? 20-plus, 5 boards. So 25 and 7 plus. Donovan Mitchell, 50 points next game. YT, games tomorrow only. Games tomorrow. Brawny gets 2 blocks. Trev, that's a great one. Trev, that's a good one. Brawny 2-block game is awesome. Brawny 2 blocks. Yeah, these are like crazy predictions that will never happen, but also like you can't find anywhere else. SGA 12 free throws. They don't play tomorrow. KD 50 points. There we go, Bay. Skoko, thank you for the follow, dog. Bay, KD 50. All right, how many people are in the contest right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm taking 2 more. 2 more takes. 2 more takes are getting into the contest. 6 and 6 does not count. A player, like a crazy take. Does anybody want to take Neemias Queta to get 20 points tomorrow? Can I interest anybody in Luke Cornett? 4 blocks. Can I interest anybody in a Luke Cornett play? Steph Castle 40. There it is, Dallas. Taking 1 more. Steph Castle 40 plus. JD Davidson plays more than 5 minutes. Wait, can we do that, Chris? Chris, you already have one. One more, boys. Aiden, what up? Someone make a Luke Cornett one. Someone who hasn't jumped in yet. It is good, I know. Dude, I do actually think Luke Cornett's going to have a pretty good game. I think Klingon is probably going to have a better game than he did. It felt like that last game between Blazers and Spurs, Victor Wembanyama went out and Klingon was just I don't know what to do with my hands. I thought Victor was going to be playing. He just forgot how to play basketball. Oh, PP. With the follow, thank you. Nico Skillick, Raptors. Luke Cornett 3-block game and 7 boards. That's too realistic. That's crazy that's too realistic, but it kind of is a little too realistic. Aiden said Raptors in 6. Stop playing with me. Aiden, I would never let another man play with me. That's crazy. That is just crazy, bro.
Daddy, chill.
Rockets ain't getting 3. DW, I'm a Lakers fan, bro. Shout out to Lake Show. Follow if you love the Lakers. I need 1 more person to have a crazy take. I've got 9 so far. Crazy player prediction for tomorrow. Here are some examples. VJ Edgecombe over 50 PRA. Maxey 40 points with 5 steals. Amen Thompson 17 boards. That's mine. Moon says Bronny with 10 points. It's a favorite one. Trev said Bronny gets 2 blocks. Bay said KD 50. Does anybody have one that they want to throw in before we end the show? Cavs are genuine frauds after that horrendous performance, but they're not ball dominant, insanely good at basketball after the first 2 games. So the first 2 games when they won 126, 113, and then 115, 105, those games were not oh, the Raptors are frauds. But after the game where they lose by 22, now they're frauds. There it is. Shirk back in. LeBron triple-double. Is that too realistic, Chris? Chris, is the triple-double for LeBron too realistic for Shirky? Shirk, your one from tonight was so funny. What was it? Oh, yeah, Ingram had 35 points. Yeah, no. Yeah, Shirk, sorry, that's too realistic. Like a triple-double is pretty easy. James Harden is cucking straight up bricks, bro. Chucking up bricks. Raptors didn't lose by 20 against bench players, bro. Are you saying the Raptors are a bunch of bench players? If so, I agree. Yeah, the Raptors are a big old stinky team. They suck balls. All right. I don't think there's any more. Just right now because he's the only one. Yeah, Chris, I'm with you. All right, fellas, on TikTok, we're going to be going away. Like I said, guys, on TikTok, if you want to hit the follow button before I go, that'd be awesome. If you want to follow on Twitch and YouTube, you'll get notified when I go live tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be going live at 1 p.m. Pacific time on Twitch and YouTube, and I'll be live again at 2 p.m. Pacific on TikTok. If you want to catch the first hour. Trev, thank you for the follow. Aiden, just come back every night, bro. Come kick with us. This is a fun community of talking ball. I got a phone call for people to call in. It's a good time. There it is, PP. Clint Capella, 46 points and 16 boards. I don't even think he's playing. Wait, where is Clint Capella? Wait, am I lost? He's not a Rocket. Wait, I know he's... Has he been... Wait, am I the biggest don't know ball guy in the world right now? DD, thank you for the follow. Wait. Am I the biggest not know ball knower in the world? Isn't Clint Capella a Hawk? I know he was on the Rockets. He's on the Rockets. Is he hurt? Isn't he hurt? Guys, this was the worst ending to a show I could have ever had. Dude, 2 minutes ago I almost ended. It would have been absolutely perfect. He's been a Hawk the last 2 years. I knew that, but why is he not playing in this? He's just not playing. They're just not playing him. He just stinks. Because he's washed. Yeah, Clint Capella in 26. I should have ended this 2 minutes ago. Fellas on TikTok, thanks for following and thanks for hanging out with me for the past 2 hours and 20 minutes. Like I said, I'll be live tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific time, and then I'll also be live again once the final game, once the final game goes to halftime. I'll be live again. So, fellas, love you so much. Thanks for watching. Peace out. For my friends over on YouTube.com, thank you for watching. Thank you for liking the stream. If you were part of this thing and you did hit that like button, absolutely appreciate you doing so. I'll be live again tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific time. I have all of the NFL draft thoughts that I'll have tomorrow morning. A recap on the playoff games, predictions for the night ahead, a little bit of look at the MLB as we get into the weekend, some hockey stuff, a little bit of hijinks, a little bit of hoo-ha, a little bit of what up. That is what we do every single show on Take Back with Zach. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for following on YouTube. See you guys tomorrow. YouTube is done.